people turn when they have lost everything? When a cruel catastrophe has taken everything they loved and cared about in life? Where do they turn when they're in despair?
Oh, they party rock!
It's showtime, folks. It feels good. It's cool.
We're brilliant broadcasters.
I'm thrilled. I'm excited. I'm ecstatic.
Very respectful. Very nice.
There is some shenanigans going on.
And it just feels right. They're like two puzzles. We want perfect questions. We want some laughs. Some thoughts being provoked and thrown back and forth. I don't like flaky. I like cakey.
I want to hug a cute dog.
How fake was that?
The name of this radio show should be The Happy Idiot and the Sullen Douche.
Two total dorks.
Am I listening to a radio show?
Two DJs and a tranny lover. That's what this program is about, mister.
Only creeps listen to this program.
Yo, boys, what's happening, man?
Turn your fucking radio down!
Anyone around here ever smell my ass?
It's lovely, Anthony.
Come on, we're going to tell you how to get chicks. I'm Jim Norton, and I'm a horribly boring person.
We just kind of laugh at him. He's getting better, but we got to break him in still. He's a candidate for killing his wife if he gets married.
Love E-rockin' with a console at top.
Snapple and mayo, your dumps must be lovely.
And featuring...
Hurricane Ben! Martini Steve!
I think there's a degree of mental illness with everybody on the show.
Ramon. Eric's breath smells like the diaper of a cancer patient.
Can I say for the record that this program sucks a fat dick?
I got a few ideas that could get us fired.
Please use them.
Please use them.
But enough of this palaver. Let's get the show on the road.
It's Friday! Friday! It's Friday!
Hoo-hoo, Robin! Hoo-hoo, Robin! Hoo-hoo, hoo-hoo, Robin! Robin! Hoo-hoo, Robin! Right, Robin? Tell him, Fred! Tell him, Fred! I invented everything! Put a bandana on your car! Sirius sucks ass!
You're a kid toucher!
Good morning and welcome to the program. This is a virus spreading across America thanks to XM satellite radio. It's a very strange day, I gotta tell you right off the bat. Right off the bat. Patrice O'Neill in studio.
Good morning, everyone. Good morning.
And I am Opie. Man, I can't do this. I was going to dig deep into my acting chops.
Oh, man. You just
I can't fucking do it.
You sell out. You should have just gone with it, man. As he starts driving on the elbow of the road.
I was going to do a whole thing, but I just can't do it to my pal Anthony. I was going to pretty much go on the air and say because of the assault on the media thing, Anthony got fired because they wanted to make a statement. And I would have to carry on by myself like the old days and rebuild from scratch like the old days. And Patrice O'Neill was going to be the new co-host, the new partner.
Oh, man. You should have just rolled with it, man.
I was trying to roll with it.
Oh, how funny would that be?
I was going to try it, but then I'm like, who the fuck's going to buy my acting?
If you had just like talked about how much did a retrospective of your relationship with Anthony,
right,
and then said he was people would have believed it.
But I don't have the acting chops.
We've been together for 15 years, dude.
We've been together for 12 years, and wow, it's a very sad day. I don't know how to tell you guys this, but Anthony was fired because of the assault on the media thing. They kept me because my name came first, and they need someone to continue to push the buttons. And who the fuck's gonna buy that shit?
Cut. All right, now everybody take a break.
And then the first calls. But, dude, they're still playing the Opie and Anthony opener.
Well, we couldn't change it right away.
Yeah, we just found out, and we didn't have time to change all that stuff yet. Don't worry, the show won't change much. Yeah.
He couldn't go through.
How the fuck can I roll with that shit? And everyone's giving me advice, like, no, man, you want Eric Logan on the phone to really, send it home there? Anyway, it's snowing like a motherfucker in New York City. Anthony left his house about, I would say almost 2 hours ago, Patrice O'Neill.
Yeah.
And I guess there was a little accident because people just don't know how to drive when it snows. And Anthony's been going about a mile an hour for the last hour.
Yeah. Is he listening? How's that white entitlement nowadays? Huh, buddy? Should the snow stop for you to get here? How dare these flakes stop me from getting here on time? Who are you going to call? Logan?
What's better is to have Anthony call from his car, because I've been in Anthony's car many, many times when this shit happens, and it's not fun. It is not fun.
He's probably running right now. He pulled his car over to the side, told Poe to get it in Queens.
I told Ben, I go, look, man, I've done radio by myself, and I'm not doing it by myself. I got Patrice O'Neill. But I'm telling you right now, I'll do like the first half hour, and then Anthony's going to call and go, you know what? Fuck it, I'm heading back to my house. And then we go into worst of mode. You know, that's what we do today. Because I know Anthony. Right about now, he's ready to make that U-turn. And it's going to be an ugly U-turn. It's going to be on a sidewalk somewhere.
Come on,
People
sweetie.
are going to be jumping out of the way with their Christmas presents. He don't give a shit.
Come on, sweetie. We need you, Anthony. Come on, get in, pumpkin.
And he'll just head home. He'll head home. He won't even call and say that he's heading home. He'll just do it. And then we'll have to figure it out ourselves. Without further ado, my pal Anthony is on the line. My pal Anthony! Hi.
If anyone even attempts to fuck with me today, they will die. I will fucking shoot somebody.
He's not even kidding, man.
Unbelievable. Some fuck, I can only pray that they are dead on the side of the road, decided to drive like a fucking idiot, I guess, and careen into somebody during my commute.
And you're not even up to the accident site?
No, I passed that. I finally just got through the Midtown punt, and I'm on 3rd Avenue, which at this hour just moves so smoothly. It's just like it is at 5:30 in the morning when I left an hour and 40 fucking minutes ago for the 20-minute drive to get into work today.
Told you.
Oh, man.
How bad was the accident site?
It was one of those, somebody slid, hit the wall, they blocked the lane, and of course, people don't know how to deal with it. They freak out because it's snowing and there was an accident, and they don't know how to merge, they don't know how to do anything. So everyone sits there at a dead stop, and you just wish, like, the whole fucking expressway would burst into flames. So I could just watch people fry in their car. I am disgusted.
I'm laughing because I've seen this so many times sitting in that passenger seat.
Oh, my God.
How close did you get to, like, just, doing the U-turn, Anthony?
Oh, now I'm just fucking going through red lights. I'm not even stopping for red lights, nothing. I'm beeping. People are trying to stop for red lights, but I get right on them and just beat my horn. Get the fuck out of the way.
How fast are you going now?
Now, 20. It's all you can do. It's fucking 3rd Avenue.
You're 3rd and what?
Cars in front of me.
You're 3rd and what right now?
3rd and 49th.
Oh, okay.
Right now.
You'll be here by 8 o'clock.
Yeah. Tell me about it. Look at this cunt fucking faggot with his umbrella. You faggot!
What, some guys outside with an umbrella?
Oh, and they walk across the crosswalk like they have a business to be there.
Yeah.
Get out of my way.
This was my worst fear last night when they said the snow was coming. I'm like, man, something's going to happen, Anthony. And then we're all going to have to suffer. You'll see, Patrice. Anthony's a happy-go-lucky guy usually, but don't fuck with his driving ever. People are going to pay today because of this.
It snows and people don't know how to fucking do shit.
Yeah.
They can't drive. The pedestrians can't fucking walk in it. I can't tell you how many people right now are in the crosswalk when my light is green.
Yeah.
Oh, it's snowy. I have to take my time. I might slip. When this fucking grill hits you, you're going to slip about 100 yards down the street. Get out of my way.
Anthony, what's your MO in terms of getting here? Do you go to the street that you need to go, up the avenue to the street, or you just cross over all the avenues to get to, you cross the streets to get to the avenue? Like, I would have came straight over to 6th Avenue and then come up to 57. You go up to 57 on 3rd and then go all the way across?
Yeah. Yes, that's the way I go. Because you know something? In the wee little hours of the morning, I could do 60 on this fucking road.
Yeah, it's nothing to
drive
here.
Now it's just because the snow wasn't bad enough, but now I'm in regular rush hour traffic in the snow because I missed my window of opportunity.
The key. That's the key, the window of opportunity. I was
so
telling
who are you going to call? You think Eric Logan can...
Who the fuck's in front? Hold on. Get the fuck out of my... Look at this asshole. No, I'm going. I'm fucking going. Everyone out of my way. That's it. I'm here, you fucking asshole.
This is no bit,
Fuck
I'm telling
you cock.
Just listen. No bit.
What are you doing? Did you look? Did you look in the fucking lane? Go fuck yourself, you terrorist. You fucking terrorist.
Just let him go, man.
Holy shit. That cocksucker makes the left. There's 2 lanes on 57th, right? So you can turn 2 lanes off of 3rd and make 2 turning lanes onto 57th, as long as you stay either in the left lane or the right lane, right?
Sure.
I'm turning into the right lane. What does this guy do? Goes from the left lane, doesn't even look, and swings over into the right and almost hits me because the road's his. Fucking Habib motherfucker. Oh my God. I cannot deal with this. What time is it? It's quarter after?
Yeah, quarter after.
When do the bars open? Are they open?
We got some beers here from yesterday's show.
Holy shit.
I was telling Patrice O'Neill as we sat down to do the show. By the way, out of habit, your microphone's on in studio. It's on. I guess I could turn it off for a while.
Yeah.
Fucking out of habit, it's just on.
It's just all Anthony shits here is fucking soda pop water and his fucking
your wacky horn and your inappropriate bell and
bag
your
of cream cheese,
and your club soda and your stupid bagels waiting for you, pal. But I was telling Patrice O'Neill all the horror stories that I've witnessed driving with Anthony. I was telling you about the time you went down a one-way backwards going 30 or 40 miles an hour because you had to do it fast before the traffic caught up with you, and they were coming fast, obviously.
Technically, I was pointing in the proper direction.
Yeah, he was pointing in the proper direction, but he was going the wrong way.
I was going in reverse.
Right.
So, technically, I figured, that would hold up in court.
And the best is when you just jump the sidewalk. People ask me from time to time, when you guys talk about Anthony jumping the sidewalk, is that really true or is that a radio bit? No. I've seen Anthony hit the sidewalk where people have to scatter. If it's
open, I'll take it.
Because he has to get around people. So
I'm a busy man.
That's right.
I'm still so wound up at that motherfucker. He just comes over. How do you make the turn and then just not look and sweep right over into the right lane? Like no one's fucking there. Oof. And it was one of those black cars.
Yeah.
Those taxi and limousine fucking, I swear to you, I cannot giggle enough when I read that one of those cocksuckers have been shot and robbed and are dead. I don't laugh enough because they're all fuckwads who just deserve to die.
They are worse than cabbies. People have to understand that in New York City. There's so many cabs, and they do some crazy things. But the thing with the cabbies, if you get aggressive with them in New York City, they'll back off because if they got any damage to their cab, they're pretty much fucked.
Yeah.
Okay? But those limo guys, the black, what are they called, the black ones? The town cars, the black town cars.
Yeah,
they have a whole different set of rules because those guys are truly the great whites as far as traffic in New York City goes. Those guys don't give a shit on any level.
And when you find out, that in Brooklyn he was found with a bullet in his head, Oh, I laugh and laugh and laugh like I heard the best joke ever.
I haven't.
Those motherfuckers.
I haven't come across one of those guys that's a human being yet.
No.
I'm not even kidding.
Not.
They are the worst.
Animals.
Absolutely the worst. Where are you now, Anthony?
Oh, my God.
Just crossing over 5th.
All right, you're about 3 blocks away now.
57th.
Oh, that's not too bad.
No, it's I just got to get through a couple more lights.
Somebody is saying this is hilarious and we should tape this every day. We used to tape our commutes into work at the old job. And that
it's not bad every day is what it is. Every day is a treat. It's fucking, at 5:30 in the morning on a dry day, this trip is nothing. That's what makes it so angering on days like this. I swear to you people, it's a 20-minute drive door to door. 20 minutes. Right now, I am working on an hour and 20 minutes. There's an hour I've spent in this vehicle longer than I should be. And it's just an hour of aggra-fucking-vation.
How long was the snow delay? What was the snow delay in that hour and a half?
The snow ain't shit. It's another one of these hyped-up nothings. Yeah, there's some snow on the road, and I guess some asshole couldn't handle it and hit something, and that's the problem. And then you get people that like they've never seen a fucking car that hit a divider before. They all got to slow down and stop. When I see brake lights come on in front of me and there's a space in front of him where he shouldn't be braking and he's only doing it to look, oh, does my horn go? Oh, do I give him a look? Oh, do I want to kill him? There's nothing to see. I could understand. Heads on the street, even I'm slowing down for heads on the street. Something big that you've never seen before. A couple of flashing fucking lights and a car. Are you a retard?
I need a nap. That's all I need to say. I need a nap. I'm exhausted.
Yeah.
Just from listening to Anthony.
I am exhausted.
I was in a cab this morning. It's only 14, 15 blocks. The person in front of us was going maybe 4 miles an hour, and the roads were pretty much just slushy.
It's just they don't know what to do. I think, again, the news gets everyone so fucked up.
Yeah.
The streets, let's now go to Long Island, where, oh, my goodness, the driving is so treacherous. And, no, it isn't. So then people hear this and think it is.
All right, where are you right now?
I have just pulled up
in
front of the building, and Master Poe, I believe.
Yeah, we're going to videotape this. We're videotaping you from above.
Taking my vehicle? I don't know. Oh, I am disgusted. Hey, who's Beamer?
Yeah, Master Poe bought a Beamer.
He did?
On his salary. I don't know what the fuck he's doing when he's
Is that
not
his
here.
truck?
Yeah.
The keys are in it. Don't let anyone steal it.
He said it's a friend's truck.
All right. Anthony has made it to work. He's downstairs.
Yes. Yeah, it's running, so have fun there before some goddamn person of color steals it. The trees.
Oh, that's a beautiful thing. That's what it takes for the real Anthony to come out.
Oh, he doesn't have his racist filter on now.
Dirty racist.
He doesn't have his racist filter on.
Good morning, Opie. Good morning, nigger.
Right.
Do you think it's ever a white guy that is taking my Escalade? Do you think it's ever going to be a white guy?
It's always a white guy. That's who owns the chop shop, you son of a bitch.
It absolutely is not.
I'm so happy people get to see the real Anthony now.
The real Anthony.
Oh, yeah. He's so raged. He doesn't give a shit. He ain't filtering
his
himself
bloodshot
right now.
bunny eyes. Look at him coming red and angry. You're not even going to be cute today.
I am livid. I am what they call livid.
Well, now it's time to sign in. Make sure you sign in there.
You know something? The guy at the front desk actually just gave me the wave.
Really?
Gave me the wave, allowed me to just go right through. I didn't even have to sign in today. Jimmy Norton would have had to sign in.
Oh, yes.
And he'd have been very angry. Hi, Steve. Hi, Ben. Very good.
Where are you?
These cocksuckers. What do you think? I'm right outside. San, hey, go fuck yourself.
Wait, how do you get up in the elevator with the phone, bro?
Because it's good cell phone service. It's not a piece of shit. I called you 3 times.
My phone is at home. Hi, everybody. Hi.
I'm on the air.
all sweaty.
I am so fucking pissed.
Look, he dressed all nice, too. He needs to change his clothes already.
He had on his Friday casuals. He's all sweaty with his...
He's got his...
My jacket off.
Look at he's all layered up with a hoodie, a dress shirt, a nice...
homeless guy jacket.
A nice T-shirt underneath.
Oh, God.
That fucking Arab son of a bitch. Oh, man, did he get me. Did he get me pissed.
I think it took you almost 2 hours. Don't you leave around 5:30?
Yep. Just under 2 hours to get in. 2 hours. For a 20-minute drive. I tried calling, I called Steve, and when I was talking to him, he goes, well, how you doing? How far are you now? I go, Steve, the entire time I've been on the phone with you, I have not budged. I put the car in park. I actually got to a point where I had to put it in park, and then you're just sitting there. You look at the guy next to you. Yeah, yep. Let's share this moment. You nod. You go, what are you going to do? Holy shit. Oh, my God.
Take a deep breath. It's snowing in New York City today.
Yeah, in case you didn't know, a little bit of snow out there.
Yeah.
1010 Winds has it as, Armageddon out there. And then I love when they tell you, and traffic between Queens and Manhattan moving quite smoothly, except for the 2-hour delay that Anthony is in.
All right.
They
Let's
love
check
it.
the death count from the killer storm bearing down on us like a shotgun full of snow.
Well, Kent, as of now, the death count is 0, but it is ready to shoot right up.
Oh, my God. Damn you, snow!
Exactly.
Damn you, snow. All right. You know what? We could do a little quick break here.
Yeah?
So you could take a...
So I could actually settle in?
A little bite.
Thumb through the papers and eat something?
Derek, find something we could play, something a little long. Not too crazy. Not too crazy. Like a 5, 6, 7 minute break, whatever. Let Anthony get some club soda.
Sons of bitches.
We can play Holy Shit, It's Christmas by Red Peters. An old favorite. We'll play this. Anthony has made it into work. Patrice O'Neill is here. We got lots to do today. We got Big A coming in with Lewis, the Tourette's comic.
Gavin said he might come by.
Who?
Gavin. Big English Gavin.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Where's Gavin's audio?
Yeah,
do we still have that? Because we got a bunch of new listeners since Gavin came in, and he gave us something that was just priceless. Did you hear what he gave us?
At my house, he brought his boy getting popped in his butt cheeks.
Yeah, man. This guy Gavin is what, like 6'5". He's built like...
Gavin looks like somebody that could beat up everybody.
Pretty much everybody, right?
Yeah, he's one of those dudes.
Him and his friend, like, I don't know, hired a hooker or something.
Nah, they just had a
chick?
threesome, man. He just gets girls. It's just some chick they met.
Oh, they just
all
met
was
her?
in there, and he just was taped. He thinks sex is funny. Like, he's not an evil sex guy. Guy's like, oh, mate, this is hilarious, mate. Oh, I'm getting a blowjob, mate. Oh, this is funny, mate. Look at my balls, mate, in the mouth, mate.
That's true. Not many people out there find sex funny. He does find sex funny.
He's not like, he's not evil at all. He's like, no.
But he taped his buddy getting it up the ass from this chick who had a strap on. And he thought it was the funniest fucking thing ever.
He thinks it's hilarious.
And the noises that come out of his friend is just horrific.
It's not hilarious when you're there.
Apparently he's never done it before. And he's just for the first time taking it up the ass.
Yeah.
And, yeah, the English guy, he's just laughing his ass off during the whole thing. He was showing us. He's going, look at this.
He just finds it. Yeah. It's not funny if you're there. I'm like, what the fuck?
No.
But he's just like, right in his bum.
His bum.
Yeah, this will get Anthony happy again.
Oh, yeah.
Right after the break, I promise we'll do this. Because Eric just ran to find it. It's in our archives. It's not laying around right now. All right? So we'll play this. We'll do a little break. We'll come back with that. This is the Opie and Anthony program on XM Satellite Radio. The pioneers of satellite radio.
Hoo-hoo.
Hoo-hoo. Tell them, Fred. Hoo-hoo. Someone looking a bit nervous on TV lately. Looks like he's not believing in what he's about to do.
A little bit.
Little bit. You got to see the banner hanging off Madison Square Garden, Anthony. I went down there yesterday. Unfucking-believable.
Yeah.
I want to thank XM Satellite Radio for believing in us enough to get a massive, almost 7-story Opie and Anthony banner hanging from Madison Square Garden.
Yeah, I got to go see that thing.
As a kid growing up on Long Island, come on, please. I would have never thought that one day I would be staring at my fucking head. That's a
big fucking head. Look at the size of that. It's big as your fucking head.
Our heads are bigger than this room.
Really?
It's massive, man. No way around it. It is massive, and there's pictures up on opieandanthony.com. Just want to thank XM Satellite Radio because we're a pretty honest show, as honest as you could get. And we bitched and complained and killed them as far as the marketing of this program goes.
For about a year.
About a year, and they've come around. Today on the back page of the New York Post, another Opie and Anthony advertisement for XM Satellite Radio. Pretty huge. Right on the back page, the sports page. You know, the last panel, the bottom panel, it's pretty big. Nice placement. So we got that going on today. We got the huge banner hanging off Madison Square Garden.
Billboards all over the place now.
New York's favorite radio duo is back, along with Jim Norton.
That's right.
Exclusively
Jimmy.
on XM Satellite Radio.
That's right.
It's the best and most outrageous comedy show on radio. Listen daily on High Voltage XM Channel 202.
Yeah, we're doing just
fine.
That's it. We're doing
delicious.
just fine.
I have no idea what's in the papers.
There's not much. I mean, you got the plane that skidded off the runway in Chicago there.
Oops. Yeah, but usually I go, yes, Opie. And that plane was coming from blah, 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 and it skid because of this, and this many people were injured or killed. I have no info.
It just slid on the snow and unfortunately hit a car.
I heard a 6-year-old child died. Okay, that's what I heard in between weather.
Yeah, it's a sad little scene up there in Chicago today. I guess it skidded right into traffic. Can you imagine driving and all of a sudden you're like, what? What the fuck?
If your runway goes into a street like that, perhaps you should make sure it's very plowed and salted or whatever they do, because from one of the passengers, I guess I did hear a couple of things.
Well, they
one of the passengers said that when it landed, it touched down and he felt no slowing down. Like usually, you know, you get kind of pushed forward a little bit.
Yeah, those wing flaps open.
Yeah. Said he just felt nothing. They just kept going.
When I fly, that's the worst feeling. When we finally land, just waiting for that moment when you know the plane is officially slowing down.
The brakes come on.
And then you're like, okay.
The moment of arrogance.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You hold my phone out. No more nervous. What?
You hold your breath and wait for the motion to start slowing down.
You could start getting annoyed at people again.
Right.
Like when you're up there, you're like, this I better be nice. I'll be nice.
You need any help getting up there?
Yeah, what do you need? I help you get that thing out there. The second it's like, you slow down. This motherfucker is just toying too long with this overhead shit. I gotta get out of here. How much longer are you gonna take, asshole?
Please don't unbuckle your seatbelts until it's completely
Click.
stopped.
Fuck you, bitch.
And take your seatbelt extension.
I'm on the phone.
And I'm already making phone calls. Shut up.
That's it. Open the door.
Look what I do now.
Ain't that the kind of luck, though? You get hit by a plane on the ground that makes you, like, start rethinking God. Like, that's that kind of,
well, that's one of those sucks to be you. We do this on the show. There's a couple of categories that we still haven't really defined.
Sucks to be you and unlucky lottery.
Unlucky lottery.
But I know them when I see them, but it's very hard to describe the difference. There's a sucks to be you, and that's just when something bad happens. I think getting hit by a plane skidding off the runway
sucks to be you.
It's kind of an unlucky lottery. That doesn't happen a lot.
That just doesn't happen, man.
But also unlucky lottery is the biggest unlucky lottery is when you hear people driving on the Taconic here in New York, or one of those highways that have been carved through the rocks. They've been there for years, and a boulder that was perched on a cliff that had probably seen dinosaurs. This thing was sitting there that long. Picks that moment that you are driving there to roll down and crush your family. That's unlucky lottery. Sucks to be you is something that happens. It might not be that out of the ordinary, but it just really sucks that it happened because it's such a twisted thing that happened.
A man in Brooklyn gets attacked by an alligator.
Yeah, there you go.
Sucks to be you or unlucky lottery?
That sucks to be you. I don't know. I don't think it's unlucky lottery. Someone had to bring the fucking alligator there. If the alligator was born from a clan of alligators that just happened to be in New York that they never knew about, that's kind of unlucky lottery. Somebody brought it up from Florida the week before. That's not that odd.
When you read a story about a plane hitting a family in a car, they're probably on their way back from the mall. They're Christmas shopping.
What are the odds?
At that point, I go, why am I even bothering planning for my future? Why would you bother?
That's some amazing bad luck.
You can protect yourself, you can just protect yourself for many things that may happen to you in the future, but you can't protect yourself from something like that.
There was a sheriff down south, I think. Yesterday I was reading about this, and this is horrible, unlucky lottery. He finds out that one of his sons, he's got 2 sons, one of his sons is killed in a car wreck. And, that's bad enough. Guy goes there and hit a tree and killed his son. 2 minutes later, he gets a call. His other son, in a completely separate accident, hit something. The car burst into flames. He's dead. Loses both his kids in 2 separate accidents within minutes.
That's nuts.
And then he finds out that the first son that died hitting the tree was on the cell phone with him right exactly before the accident. So they think that him trying to put the cell phone away after he was talking to his father distracted him. So this guy's just, just use your service revolver and shoot yourself in the head because I don't think you get over that shit.
Getting back to the Chicago thing, I guess the landing gear collapsed or something.
Did it?
And that's why they kept sliding along?
Really?
That's what I'm hearing.
That's what you heard, or did you hear it was 7 inches of snow?
Well, they didn't plow the runway.
Well, they tried to land it in heavy snow, too, which...
and wind.
It's either the wheels fucked up or a lot of snow.
I lived in Western New York.
Check.
I lived in Western New York for many years, and flying into Buffalo, you were scared shitless. You're like, that runway isn't plowed. What are they doing?
Usually those are the best pilots, though. Any pilots that they have fly in the shitty areas... like the Colorado pilots are the best pilots. Chicago pilots are supposed to be the best pilots.
They're just like, that doesn't matter.
Yeah, they just know.
This is nothing,
they just know how to fly in this mess. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So,
right.
It's all real bad, like we said, until you get on the ground and everything's stopped, and then you're like, I guess that was nothing. And meanwhile, you don't know what's going on up front.
I don't care about ground column.
They could be like, holy shit, can you believe we fucking made it? See that last-minute thing it did that we corrected? That could have just been fucking fireball cartwheel.
Yeah.
You know, and you're like, oh, that was good. I'm going to be on time. And I'll get my bags. You don't know how close. The Grim Reaper was, like, ready to tap you.
Right there.
It never fails. There is an asshole businessman on a plane that nothing affects.
Oh, yeah.
Nothing affects. That didn't affect. There was a guy on that plane that didn't even affect.
I fly 260 days out of the year. I take some days off for Christmas and stuff.
The guy just, like, he's on a plane all the time, been through it all, got the story. You tell about the time you had some bad turbulence, and he's like,
we were inverted once, flying, I think it was 300 feet. The tail actually hit the ground. We landed, and I had some drinks with some business partners from IBM.
Guy's always got some kind of fucking nightmare story. Yeah. You'd be dead just freaking out about it.
And I'm sitting there, my left eye is starting to pop out of my face, and this motherfucker's still reading, and I'm just like, hey, look, cocksucker, you got to be scared so at least I can be.
Yeah.
Because if your punk ass ain't scared, I can't just sit there, and he's sitting there like, relax, fat boy. It's like, look.
You shut up, I'm trying to draft an email here.
Man, he's
fucking
cool.
Planes fucking diving, jumping up, rolling over, and he's up in the overhead getting out some electronic thing to do his,
I got to get this spreadsheet done before I get to the office.
He's doing work.
I think a certain amount of fear, like I think a certain amount of fear keeps the planes in the air. Like you can't have a whole plane full of arrogant people. You know what I mean? I just think arrogance just gets you. And that scares me. But ground karma, like sometimes some things you think you go, I have bad luck in certain things, but good luck in others. And I tend to believe I think flying makes me feel like I have luck flying. Like God is not going to just play me like this.
Yeah.
You give you diabetes, high blood pressure, bad career. It's like you're not going to kill me in a plane.
Don't fuck me like this.
Don't do this to me, man. Don't.
Yeah.
And I feel comfortable seeing old ex-Vietnam planes.
Oh, man.
When I see an old white man flying a plane, I feel a little. That's
the pilot I want to see.
Young black girls. There was a young black girl flying a plane one time, and I was like, look, I'm all for this I'm all for this thing we're doing in the world.
Equal
But look,
opportunity.
black bitch, you better get your ass, sit down next to me and get me a white man to fly this plane.
I like when they walk in and they got the little briefcase and they just their hair is cut perfectly, like they raise it up the back and stuff, and they get in there and it's like, you know, I'm your captain, Captain Collins. You know, he's got like a nice name that goes with it. I walked onto a plane once and it was a kid. The kid was the pilot, and the co-pilot was an Asian woman with like she had pink and blue hair, like she had dyed it. And I just looked at
a hip Asian pilot.
Yeah, yeah.
I bet you
like,
was flying from like fucking, Boston to Woburn.
It was some kind of short hop.
Some shitty flight.
You know?
Some shitty flight that they get on.
And I try to spin it in some positive way, like I'm like, well, the Asians are good with numbers. Perhaps she's navigating, and you know our course will be right on the money.
I want somebody that was getting shot at when they flew.
That's what I want. I want like a Gulf War veteran, the first Gulf War. You know, I want an A-10 pilot.
You want a
from
pilot
the Gulf War.
You want a pilot that barely looks sober.
Yeah,
he just sobered up
in
time to
in
fly.
the shit.
I like an untucked shirt. I like those.
This guy had a few beers at the bar the night before, and he's just sober enough to fly the fucker.
Been through every situation, any situation, plus getting shot at. Like any kind of shit he can encounter on a flight from fucking Phoenix to L.A., plus getting shot at.
The next group of pilots is the Gulf War.
Yeah, these guys.
And then the Desert Storm and Gulf War. The next group of pilots. I still want Vietnam, but the next group will be.
I've seen some Desert Storm pilots already.
But they'll be black though.
Yeah,
those guys will be black.
I got no.
This group I don't want.
I got
I
no
don't want young
problem
black girls right now.
with
this
black
group.
pilot. I'll tell you right now, I got no problem with a black military pilot.
Vietnam,
because it's no fucking Jamie Foxx stealth pilot where you never hear, God damn, I fucked him up. No one's ever talking fucking jive from the flight deck.
No catchphrase pilot. Watch out.
Still like,
look out, we coming in, motherfucker.
It's never that. Because the black pilots have been through more schooling and all that shit, just like the white pilots. And
Ladies and gentlemen, your captain from the flight deck will be flying at an altitude.
That door closes, you have no clue what color that guy is.
Young black girl pilot, I could not get myself to be proud. You know, you go ahead. You know, I'm proud, like, when I'm not on the plane, but I'm like, young black girl pilot. And they don't have that third motherfucker no more. He don't even exist.
The navigator guy. There used to be like 5 guys in there to run shit. Fucking navigator. Some guy with a compass and some fucking dividers and a map.
Ensign somebody. It's like they don't have that motherfucker.
Ensign somebody. Sits in a seat that flops down. Well, what's our flight plan? I'll be with you in a second. Now the plane fucking takes care of that shit by itself. Yeah, he's pulling charts out and shit.
Doesn't have a computer screen.
Does not have it anymore.
Got a ruler. He's
2 people
out
up
an
there.
angle.
Right.
Let's see my angle.
Wind velocity. We've got to take that into consideration. It's getting a crosswind here, and
all the time. No, I don't mind the black military pilots. The black female pilot, yeah. How they working that shit with them nails and shit. I can't hit the throttle, just how my her did. My nails.
Oh, damn. If you hear all damn over there,
oh
damn. What happened? What happened? It's all right, folks. This is Captain, this is Captain Shanika.
Oh, no, you didn't. Is that altimeter? Is there a problem with that? Oh, no, you didn't. What the fuck can it mean?
I know they didn't give me a faulty motherfucking altimeter.
Again, they give me a fucked up plane.
Think that ain't racism? And she said that over the shit. Oh, so y'all, wait, now listen, y'all. This is the captain. Huh? Yeah, believe it.
Believe it, honey.
They don't give me a fucked up altimeter. But don't worry about it, because they always give me a fucked up altimeter.
I know how to work around this shit.
I know how to work that shit, nigga. Shit. So don't y'all worry, white people.
Meanwhile, everyone's petrified.
I was sitting in that other seat just to fool you motherfuckers. I'm really flying in the plane.
I'm the captain.
Let's go to Randy in Columbus. Randy, what's up, buddy?
Hey, guys, I was on a plane coming from Columbus, heavy snowstorm, and I was sitting on the left-hand side of the plane, and when we landed, I look out the window, and I could see the runway lights, a straight line. And as soon as we hit, and I see the runway, the captain, the right engine, straightens us out. I had a big lump in my get off the plane. I went straight to the bathroom, man. I had everybody scared.
Had to take a dump.
Wait, what happened? Yeah. It just started skidding along?
Yeah, it started, the back end of the plane just started
fishtailing?
To the left.
Fuck that.
Yeah, they have some kind of a crosswind or something. You come in sideways. I've seen them do that in heavy crosswinds where that plane is coming in sideways, and at the last minute, they know to straighten it out, put it on the ground.
And it goes 300 miles an hour it's coming in at 400 miles an hour, and it takes off at 300 miles of those big jets. So it's serious. Even if it did something on the ground, there's some serious shit that's going to happen, man.
Yeah. You don't realize how fast you're going in something that big.
It's amazing, dude.
Let's go to Chris in New York. Chris?
Hey, how you guys doing?
Good, Chris.
Hey, listen, last year I was going down to Mexico out of Kennedy. We took off. We're out over the ocean. As the plane's going up through the clouds, you hear bang, 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 and then the throttles start screwing around. Right down to idle, full throttle, back to idle. Turns off, the captain flew through a flock of geese. They put it back on the runways. As you're coming in, the fire department's all over the place. They land the plane. As you're going up the jetway, you look, you see these huge holes in the leading edge of the wing. The scariest damn ride I ever had.
Geese, huh? Fucking birds getting in the way of our planes.
Kennedy has a lot of shit.
Oh,
Kennedy
yeah.
Airport, a lot of bad plane shits happened to Kennedy. They had that one from Queens right after 9/11.
Oh, yeah, the TWA 800 took off
from Kennedy. The one from Paris. Remember the motherfucker that they still think was shot down by rockets?
Yeah.
People that are going to Paris, it just exploded
the TWA
over.
800.
They got a few things bad happen out of Kennedy, man.
A lot of planes flying out of there.
Yeah.
And they got that bird sanctuary right next to it. That's great. A bird sanctuary near an airport with flocks of birds that you can't just get off the ground. Will Smith, someone's pointing out when he goes, now that's what I call flying. There ain't no fucking pilot talking like that. In, what was that, Independence Day? Yeah. Where he's the pilot?
And when I land, I'm going to punch an alien in the face.
Yeah. I'm going to punch you in the face.
That's one of those movies. It was the first however minutes until the aliens attacked was the greatest movie I've ever seen.
Yeah.
And after he punched the alien, like too much, what is that, suspended disbelief where you got to believe in, like.
It went to shit.
It's the best and the worst movie I've ever fucking seen.
Yeah, at the beginning. It's got the Full Metal Jacket syndrome.
Yeah.
The beginning of it is great, and then it turns to shit.
Listen to this one. Danimal, it looks like, from New York?
Yeah, Danimal from New York. Hey, guys.
What's up?
Absolutely. The only reason I have XM, first of all, is because of you guys.
Thank you.
I'm very glad that I get to keep my radio.
I appreciate it. It was a scary week. Believe me on that one.
I'm sure it was. It was for me, too.
Cool.
Listen, I was on Final Approach coming into Atlanta. We had just passed under 10,000 feet, tray tables locked and all that crap. And all of a sudden, we had this big thud off the left side of the plane. And a bird they presume, got into the turbine, but it was a big bird of the left jet, and the cockpit mic got left open, and the whole plane heard was.
All those little sounds that come out of the cockpit.
Oh, scared the shit out of everybody. And then it was.
That's not a car alarm going off.
Pull up. Pull up.
That's the one you never want to hear.
Pull up. Pull up. Pull up. Terrain warning. Terrain warning. Terrain warning.
That's the shit you don't want to hear.
Ever.
And then it was followed by flight attendants be seated immediately, brace, brace, brace. And it was like everyone, what the fuck do we do?
Was you in tears? Like, do you? How cool can you stay?
I wasn't
cool. How cool can you stay? If you make it through, how much of a dick do you feel like afterwards? If you're losing your mind and then you walk out and people look at, there's the guy that was just, oh my Lord!
I always always at the airport when I sit there, I always try to pretend, you pretend shit. So, pretend we're in danger, so just to get in my mind, just to say that I'm, like, pretend smoking an air cigarette, and I'm looking at somebody, like, giving a wink, like, I calm everybody down, like, don't you worry about it. We'll be fine. Don't you worry about that.
Yeah.
Don't worry about that. You all right?
You're the cool guy before there's a problem.
I try,
right.
I try to be like you had those like I had a 9/11 like delusion, that I figured it all out.
I think we all have right after, especially the first time you flew after 9/11. You were the guy that was going to save everyone. You were the motherfucker that was going to be sitting there, and the terrorists would get up, and you're taking them out. Taking their box cutters and slashing them.
And not dying. Landing the plane.
Oh, land that fuck. He takes out the pilots. You jump in the cockpit.
Kennedy, we got a problem here, but I'm at the controls now. I'm going to need a vector for landing. I'm going to pick runway
vector
90, I guess, and just bring me talk me in. I pretty much got this shit down. You don't have to worry about it.
And fucking John Malkovich is landing you.
Fighting them off as you're landing the plane.
If you look to your left.
Remember how Allah, and you're like punching him as you're adjusting the throttles. And
remember how quiet and serious everybody was the first time you flew after 9/11?
Oh yeah,
it was kind of like the scene from Jaws when everyone had to go swimming.
Yeah, get in the water now. Get in the water.
You had that same feeling, like, oh man, do I really have to fly?
Do I have to? And everyone just sat there, knees together, hands on your legs.
Yeah.
Everyone was
serious.
all courteous. You almost raised your hand to go to the bathroom.
Yeah.
I still, to this day, feel all odd, like I got to do something to assure the people in the cabin that I'm all right walking toward the cockpit, because the bathroom's up there. So I get up. I I crack a little joke to my girlfriend, because like a terrorist ready to ram into the cockpit, he's not going to be joking with his chick. And then I get up, I smile and nod to the flight attendant.
You asshole! You're using your girl as comic relief to calm everybody.
I don't want everyone to look and go, I think that guy might, it kind of looks like he could be running for the cockpit there. I've seen his type.
All right, baby, fake laugh, because I'm going to tickle you.
Yeah.
So just fake laugh so
just
everybody
laugh so everyone's comfy. Go to the bathroom. I don't even like looking at the door. Like, it makes me suspicious. I look at the bathroom door, and then you glance over at the cockpit door, and
you're like, oh my God, what am I doing?
Think people are going like,
yeah,
what's he looking at?
Yeah, exactly.
Do you ever pretend you're the terrorist? Like, in your mind, you walking through the airport, and you just go, all right, if I was going to do something fucked up, could I do it? You know?
You always plan those little things on your head. You go,
if
I was, what would I do?
What would
and
my first move
I look
be?
around and go, they checked me off for security and stuff, but I could grab a piece of that garbage pail that's sharp,
If you take the 3 prongs off the fork.
The fucking fork.
3 prongs off the fork is some dangerous shit going on up in this bitch.
Yeah. In first class, they give you a metal knife.
Serrated. You can serrate a motherfucker badly. I'll serrate the shit out of him.
Leave it to the black man to tell us how to make homemade weapons.
But, you're making a shank out of a fucking...
Let me serrate you, nigga.
Let me show you the weapons I can make.
If you melt a cigarette filter and stomp it with your boot heel, that motherfucker's sharp like a razor.
You can choke a nigga with the smoke detector wire. Strangle somebody. That smoke detector wire is
There's
long.
enough wire coming out of that thing, sure.
Let's go to Nick in Staten Island. Nick?
Well, good morning, guys. Nice to hear you guys again.
Thanks, Nick. What's up?
Funny story. One time I was flying to Greece with Lufthansa, and when you're on a foreign flight, they say everything in the other language first. So there's a lot of noise on the plane, and you hear the pilot coming in German, goods, good.
Ja, chicken.
Everybody who knows German is like freaking out. And I'm sitting there like, what do you mean? What's going on? And then after a while, just someone had a heart attack, but everybody was shitting bricks who didn't know German.
And you got to wait through the German before you hear it in English, so you're just freaking out.
Yeah,
German just sounds like it's an emergency anyway. It's never nice, if you're on a German flight, it's like a fucking Hitler speech at Nuremberg. And then you get on, and he was just saying, hey, if you look to the left, it's pointing out some scenery, some place we invaded a few years ago.
Very good. Hey, we got something to play. Speaking of the black pilot.
Juden! Juden?
And just the Jewish passengers get on the
they
ground
go, huh?
crying.
What?
Yeah.
What was that?
right, we're going to play this as we go to break. Listen to this.
Y'all be going on vacation? See, the thing is, if you about to be up out this bitch, check it. Peep Delta. We be flying all over this bitch. Let me ask you something. You finna raise up and get your travel on? From the interior to the exterior. You got to get your posterior in one of these big-ass planes. Dog, you lay in the cut straight sitting on your ass and getting your drink on and your snack on while we floss and fly this mofo all over this bitch. East Coast, West Coast, it don't matter. Nia will get you to your hoe and back lickety-split. No Then you be back at your crib chilling with a flat spliff, thinking we was some crazy-ass angel. Hell, these fat, round, thick-ass vessels run up in the sky so deep, it be crying. Yeah, you thought it was rain. So bring a towel, because at Delta, it's laid out like that. Call one of these fly-ass Delta coochies, and make all them punk-ass co-workers of yours catch the vapors as you be off and up out. You going? We fly you there. You been? We done already flew up in there. We got you covered like a Jimmy hat. At Delta, we loves us some flying, and it be shown like a motherfucker.
I've been doing subpar radio for the last 10 years.
Well, we haven't. This is the Opie and Anthony program on XM Satellite Radio. We didn't call it in for the last 10 years. And we had to deal with the same fucking rules as everyone else. That's right. We made our names in the last 10 years. No excuses.
I've been doing subpar radio for the last 10 years.
Wow. And you will continue to do subpar radio. You don't have the passion or the edge anymore.
No hunger there.
Absolutely. Patrice O'Neill in studio.
How you doing?
We're having a pretty good time. If there's any trouble in paradise over there?
I'm hearing things.
I'm hearing things, too. I'm hearing things from pretty reliable sources.
We're hearing things.
Hearing things.
That's too bad.
Could be trouble in paradise.
We're hearing things. Anyway, we got a bunch of things that we have to do. Oh, before we move on from the airplane thing, that was you asked what was in the news, and we went off on a half-hour tangent.
Yeah, that
there.
was a biggie.
Chris from New Jersey.
Hey, what's going on, guys?
Hey, man.
Travis, you can clear the rest of them. This will be the last one we take on this. Go ahead, Chris.
I'm a mechanic for the Air Force and for one of the airlines. I'm driving home from Newark right now. I have seen some of the craziest shit ever. Saw a fighter on takeoff hit a deer.
Hit a deer?
A deer ran out in front of the airplane as it was taking off, ingested the deer through the engine.
What kind of plane?
F-16.
Oh,
wow. Wait, let me ask you something, though. The plane was still able to fly? Obviously.
Hell no.
Huh?
The guy punched out on the runway, and the plane went off the end of the runway. It was canned.
Oh, okay.
No, there was nothing left of that at all. That engine was all over the runway.
Yeah. Wow.
We had another one. We were landing somewhere. We had been given clearance to land. It was a military installation overseas. Been given clearance to land. Some other son of a bitch had clearance to take off. Traffic controller fucked up. We're landing, and some guy's coming right at us taking off.
Yeah, that's a dangerous situation.
The worst part is I was in the flight deck looking out the front window, seeing the guy coming at us.
Man, can you imagine?
And
that's
all of a sudden you get that stupid bitch. They called it the bitchin' Betty. Is for some reason men respond to the woman's voice.
Yeah.
And she just screams, dive, 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 turn right, dive. And you're only a couple thousand feet off the runway. You can only dive so far.
Yeah, you can barely dive.
We had a C-130 going into Puerto Rico for hurricane relief years ago. They told them that the runway lights were working. They got down there, lined up on the runway lights because the radios were out. They got about 50 feet off the deck, and the flight engineer called out, "Oh, shit, those are street lamps."
Oh, holy crap.
The entire airport had lost power in the time it took them to fly down there, and nobody told them.
Oh, that's amazing. Well, thank you, Chris.
Hey, thanks, guys. Take it easy.
All right, let's go to Florida. Say hi to Eric.
Yeah.
Eric, how warm is it today?
It's a nice 82 degrees, sir.
Well, I'm looking out the window here in New York City, and it's snowing like a motherfucker.
Yeah, I was going to tell you guys you need to come down here in January. Have a nice little week.
Well,
no one seems to be getting back to us on that.
No one's taking us seriously. We wanted to take the whole month of January and go somewhere warm.
February's fine.
Or February.
Let's take February. Let's get the fuck out of here.
We're trying, but they haven't come back with us with any really good ideas. So,
Don?
I got Rich Voss on the radio down
Logan?
here. Those two guys that dissed Ari Spears.
Oh, okay. Let's hear
Hold on
Rich
a second.
Voss for a second. Rich Voss doing another radio show today.
Wait, you talking about in the Atlantis? I'm gonna tell you a story. I worked the Atlantis last year, and I took my daughters. Right, it's a beautiful place, and they didn't have coffee in the room though. They don't have coffee. And I have to get up and have coffee. Yeah, I got you. I have to have, and I don't want to deal with waiting for housekeeping and all that. I just want to make it and have it. Right. So at the club, they had instant coffee.
Can you tell this on our
show? So I brought it back to my room. I brought some powdered milk and some Sweet and Low, and I had my steamer with me where I steam clothes. It boils water in it. You are quite a traveler. I would boil the water in the steamer and I felt like I was in prison. Like my daughter would go to grab the coffee, and I would shank her with a toothbrush that I filed down. Get off the coffee. You're on your own.
I think he's smart enough to shut off the cell phone.
Oh, yeah, we took 600 listeners.
Are we calling him right now?
Yeah, call him.
And we got a tour of the Bridge Suite. And I've been working this guy, John Kirk.
This guy's kissing his ass, bro.
Wait,
It's
put it
on right
back.
now.
Put it back.
Yeah, we're in the middle of listening.
That are high roller casino players.
Yes.
They're like, man, I got Atlanta. I can't get in the Bridge Suite. I'm going to get. They're throwing names like Michael Jordan at me. I'll get Jordan. Jordan calls. He wins everything hands down.
Is that like $25,000 a night or something?
$25,000 a night. Yeah.
Wow.
Now, who's on that's your cell phone there? Who's the most famous person on your cell phone?
Right now, who's the most famous on my cell phone? Chris Rock.
How do you know Chris?
Interactive radio, man.
I remember that.
I vote for the Oscars.
Hey, it's 8:13. Go ahead. Take your call.
No, it's another radio station.
It's me. It's me.
Locally,
Take it.
around the country.
They're national. Good friends of mine.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Oh, syndicate.
O&A, so they're probably calling to start trouble.
Ari Spears fiasco.
So why would they hate you?
Because when we had the fight with Ari Spears.
Yeah. Then he went on their show and they started sucking up to his ass. No, they didn't. I was sitting there that day. We heard Tesla.
I get people calling us saying that they call us wusses because we called security on the guy and all this other stuff. I don't want to fight the guy.
We did.
Well, I wouldn't want to fight him either, but I don't think they were sucking up to him. I was in the studio the day when Opie broke the glass.
Oh, I don't know about that. Unless Aries was trashing. Did you hear the fight we had with Aries?
Ari Spears definitely came off as the guy that was right in this.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, really?
Because he said, come back here, boy.
Because they didn't hear what happened. It was awful. You come in here. How relaxed are we?
Yeah, it's very relaxed.
Tell O&A to get off our back. We're nice guys.
These are fellow broadcasters, and
stick up for us, man.
I think they would, especially they like Ari Spears.
You're not even in our league, you
fellow
assholes.
broadcasters.
You're not fellow broadcasters.
Anthony
and I don't hang out with fellow broadcasters.
I hate fellow broadcasters.
We hang out with Ron and Fez.
Well, I'm not going to try to Harry. I don't care about that.
Fellow broadcasters.
I mean, I'm not saying wrong against him because I don't want to get beat up. I got a bad back. I got a horrible back.
No one needs to get their ass beat.
I just got in a car accident the other day.
All right.
Oh, someone smashed my car.
All right, we'll let him be.
That's funny shit. No, it's another radio show. He probably saw Patrice come up, knows you're here. God, is that funny shit, man?
Oh, the fear. That little fucking twerp. Nah, no, it's another radio show.
Eric, thank you. That was cool.
All right, man.
All right.
You want another show while he's on our... Well, you guys told me to do it.
Hey, Rich.
Yeah. I'm explaining.
What's up, Rich?
Who's this?
It's Opie,
You doing a show?
What's going on?
What's going on
We
with
were just
you?
listening to you.
Are you listening to me?
Yeah.
I've been pretty funny, haven't I?
Not really. We've heard all these.
I thought it was.
No, I'll tell you why not really, because we've heard all these stories, Rich.
Yeah, but here's the thing. All comics, when they travel around the country, do you think they tell a different story in every radio station? You dummies. Of course they're the same stories, but they're new stories in Florida, okay?
And they're
might
just as awful for the Florida audience.
You know what he just did? It's like he's like a magician, right? Who just showed everybody the saw the lady and half trick, right? It's like we all don't want to come off like a same story hack, you fucking asshole.
Yeah, you don't tell everyone that you tell the same stories in every
What a
city.
dick.
You just do it and make believe you're brilliant and the story's coming from the top of your head.
What a novice.
First of all, Why shouldn't I tell him? You just told him.
Oh, you've shanked your daughter like 80 times already.
You know what?
Enough.
You know
Girl
what?
Scout cookies, she's 46, boss.
Hey, you know what? You know what radio I'm doing?
Yeah, we know. They're trying to say they're fellow broadcasters. They're not our fellow broadcasters.
First of all,
they're a one-market sensation, and they came across like pussies with Ari Spears.
What happened there?
Yeah.
Exactly.
What happened there?
I believe exactly. There's our fellow broadcasters.
Was that on mic, you think?
Yeah, it was. A little taste of reality. Those fuckers can't handle this shit.
Somebody took a gulp and then let's make a decision here. We won't do it.
Anyone that calls themselves fellow broadcasters is somebody we don't want to deal with on any level.
Broadcaster.
They should have stuck up for us. We're their fellow broadcasters.
Do you think they put that on, like, where you have to put your job description somewhere, and it says broadcaster? I've never called myself a broadcaster.
No, never. You're right.
I don't even know what to write there a lot of times. I just write, I'm an asshole for 4 hours.
When they ask for, like, job description on all those dumb forms we have to fill out here and there, I always
What do you write?
Like radio personality. I never
don't even write there.
I never write broadcaster.
You know what I write? I write on air. I just put on air.
One time I did write professional asshole.
Yeah, professional asshole. I'm a dick for 4 hours.
There you go. There's some guys that can't really handle the reality of a situation. We just put Rich Voss in a horrendous situation, I think.
Which is just so much fun.
He hung up that fucking phone.
Oh, click. Well, if you've been listening to our show for the last year, you know what that was about. That's another little soap opera storyline that continues. You know, you can't be all tough, and then when the going gets rough in your studio, you call security. Unless you think the guy's running out of the studio to get a gun.
Hey, if it's Bernie Getz, who had shot 4 people in the past, and you piss him off, and he runs out to his carry-on little bag that he brought with him,
right?
Then I could see security coming in.
Of course, because we had no idea what he was going for. And you know what? I think it was an instinct, and I think he, back in the day, used to carry a gun all the time.
Yeah.
And he went back to that place, and he ran back to get his gun. And then realized, shit, I can't walk around the city with a gun anymore.
These fuckers.
All right. Well, that was fun. That came out of nowhere. We should listen into some radio stations today. It's been a while. We haven't had a really good guest on the show in a while. Well, there's got to be a local show having a pretty cool guest on.
I guess Voss is trying to get his paybacks on the air.
Oh, really? Let's go to Eric in Miami. Eric.
Hey, it's me again, bro. I just went to a commercial, but Patrice.
Yeah.
Voss just called you a fat black monkey on the radio, brother.
He ain't got no choice.
Hey, were we on the radio with those guys?
Yeah, they right before they went to commercial, they're talking about you, bro. You kept on talking about it. They were scared to put you on.
Yeah.
Because they said, you guys, they say bad words on there.
Yeah, we can curse.
Yeah, that's the reason they didn't put us on their show.
Voss is the word.
I would so call them out personally, no problem. They sounded like the biggest pussies when we got that tape.
And Fat Black Monkey, he called me that 16 times last week.
Yeah.
Voss just can't be...
Can't be original.
I can't believe he told the story of how, we call every country and say the same thing.
It's the same thing on every station.
What an asshole.
It's like, well, Voss, you're doing this show, which is national.
Yeah.
So it's not like, you could go to another market. It's a national show.
But Anthony, right when you guys were calling him, he's on the phone with you guys, and he's live on the radio.
Oh, okay, but you didn't get to hear us, right? You just heard Rich Voss's side of the conversation?
Yeah, just Voss.
That's too bad. All right.
All right, guys.
When Voss
Thank you, Eric.
pussied out and hung up on us.
Oh, is that what happened?
Yeah. Faggot.
Okay. Hey, yesterday we had an unbelievable show. I see Big A's walking around outside the studio. He's going to do the news today with Louis, our latest creation.
Mm-hmm.
Our latest find, Louis the Tourette's comic. We're going to have open auditions soon. We've been talking about this in the back office.
Yeah.
We need to find new people for the satellite radio show.
Mm-hmm.
As everyone knows that have been with us for many years, the old characters are going away fast.
Yep.
Frenchie, the retarded Laverne and Shirley,
What? Who are they?
Even Stalker Patty at this point getting a little old.
Yeah.
And new people taking their places.
New blood.
New blood is coming in. You got, No Filter Paul and Dugout Doug and Big A and the Tourette's comic and others. Coming soon to the Opie and Anthony program, we'll have open auditions. One day, You just show up at the station if you think you could be one of our new characters.
Tell us your story.
Right.
If you got any talents, you could show them. Things like that.
Right.
And we'll say, get the fuck out.
Right. Well, yesterday we found half a Hulk face.
Half a Hulk face. I listened to the replay of that. I was just laughing at the whole half a Hulk face concept. The guy, like how he was kind of angry.
just moderately upset Hulk face.
Moderately upset Hulk face.
A little road rage face.
Damn.
That part of the show where it goes dun 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 dun.
Well, the pictures of half a Hulk face are up on the website. It's opieandanthony.com. You got to see his face for yourself. It's unbelievable.
Oh, God.
And a lot of stuff up there, whatever.
You know what a new fun thing to do is? I guess they're interviewing interns around here.
Okay.
A lot of intern interviews going on. So when I leave, I open the door, the airlock of security that we have by post office over there. I open up the first door, and that's where the little bench seat is that they sit and fill their paperwork out. So I open the door up, and believe me, I am a very humble guy. I don't ever consider myself in the realm of a celebrity. Come in here for 4 hours and we joke around and stuff. But these guys like freak out because they're fans of the show. They hear us on the air and put us up on some kind of pedestal, and we're like, and they're interns, or potential interns, so they want this to be their career. So they look at us and see what they want to be.
Right.
So I fling the door open now and look at them and go, "Hey, what's up?" And they both look up and go, they lose their fucking mind. And I go, "Oh, potential interns?" to Poe. And Poe's like, yeah, these are 2 new ones. I go, "How you doing?" "Good." What are you here for? Ron and Fez, right? Ron and Fez interns? "No, your show." "Oh, really? You really want to be an intern for our show?" "Well, that's pretty cool. So, what do you do now?" Dude, they can't speak. And then I just start laughing and walk out. Like, in the middle of what they're saying, I just laugh and walk out, and they're left there just shaking, and they turn like completely red and can't get a word out.
You got to get that on video.
It's so fucking funny.
I call them young go-getters.
They are.
The young go-getters.
Some are in suits.
Yeah.
Some are in casual attire.
You know, but
But
now
all of them are freaking.
You know, a lot of the guys that are working for us now started that way, and now they don't.
Now
even,
they're all arrogant
oh,
fuckers.
Yeah, they don't have no respect for us whatsoever.
Look at Derek's got his hand up, like his chin is resting on his hand. He's just like, yeah, when's the next fucking when do I have to even do something next?
By the way, the Photoshops are coming in for half a Hulk face. Look at this
one.
Oh,
no.
I can't stand it. Holy shit. They took the picture of half a Hulk face, and they made half his face green.
Has somebody
Go to
taken the
whackbag.com.
good side?
Huh?
Has somebody taken the good side and reversed it and put it together to see what he would look like as a normal
that's a good
guy?
idea. That's a very good idea.
Yeah, do that. That's easy.
Yeah, I feel bad for this guy, though.
And
man.
do the same thing. Take the bad side, double it, and see what he would look like if both sides were fucked up.
That would
if
be
he was full Hulk.
That would be a great thing to do if you're one of these Photoshop guys. You go to whackbag.com, WACKbag.com, and it's my favorite thing now to do after the show is go to Photoshop and see what they're Photoshopping.
Very talented. Now they're doing it with video, too.
The videos
They're
are
putting
very
us
funny.
in videos.
Very funny.
Adding new dialogue. Yeah, they made a video game. Did you play that yet?
No.
Anthony's Home Invasion game.
Oh, really?
It's hysterical. It's different levels. It's got me, and the first one, I'm in the house, and they use this program called The Movies, I guess. It's a new video game that's out there that you're able, I guess the gist of the game is you're able to make a movie.
Oh, that's the Sims thing.
It's kind of like The Sims, but it's more...
for PlayStation.
Yeah, you could
it's getting really good reviews.
make characters, sets, and things like that.
You start by making like a silent movie or something, and
Yeah,
by
you
the
build
end of the
yourself
game,
up to be a movie
it
mogul.
could be a huge action adventure or whatever.
Yeah. One of the things you can do is make actors and characters that look like people. So this guy made someone that looks like me. He made my girlfriend and my house. Well, he doesn't know what it looks like, but he made a big, nice house and everything. And walking around with a shotgun, and he has dialogue, you know, like, oh, what's that outside? Oh, no, I think the Schwoogies are coming to my house. And its first weapon is a rapier. And I have to fight them off with a sword. And you get through that level, you get a score, and the next one's a pistol, and then the shotgun comes out, and then the AR-15
That's very cool.
comes out, and various different ethnic groups like Mexicans. Yeah, they attack my girlfriend in the kitchen, and I have to come in with the shotgun and stuff.
Oh, man.
It's just hysterical what they're doing on Whackbag.
Very good. So, yeah, go to whackbag.com and see what they're doing with the Photoshop stuff. All right. We found the audio of Gavin. He might come in today?
He might, yeah. He should. Well, it's snowing, but he said he would.
Our original copy got lost, so we got to play it from the time we played it on the radio, I guess.
If he's not here when he says he's going to be, he's not coming.
Well, I like the guy. He's very entertaining.
Oh, Jesus, Gavin.
And he's a great guy to have on your side. Because
and he's completely English. He is English to his goddamn toes.
Oh, yeah.
He's a bouncer. And
hates black women.
Personal security guy.
If I brought him a black girl, he'd kick her right in the face. He would karate's kick her in the face. He likes little baby white girls. He won't touch a black girl. Come on, Gavin. That's why we hang out so well. We don't interfere with each other.
There's no cock blocking.
But the thing is, he hates black girls so much he doesn't help me get put. Like I go,
right.
Gav, just talk to her friend for a second. Mate,
nope.
Can't talk to her. She's a dusty mophead. I said, Gav, help me. Mate, talk to them both. Sorry.
Can't help you out here. Shit.
Wow, I'm looking at the video of the Anthony Home Invasion game.
Yeah.
Instructions. Okay, you ass cunt. Point, aim, and click. That's all you have to do. If I have to say it again, you're banned. And here's 8 p.m., 3 hours past Anthony's bedtime. A scene, Anthony, I guess, getting home. It looks kind of like you, Anthony.
Yeah, I know.
And his girl have just returned
Walking
from
up
a
to the
fancy
house.
restaurant, but little do they know. The video looks pretty cool. This is on Whackbag to check out or opieandanthony.com.
That's
Great
from that
Neck is a
movie.
little darker than normal tonight. They are now entering the home. Woo, back in time for the Hitler Fest on the History Channel.
Yeah.
They're showing your
They're showing
kitchen,
me
I guess.
I sit on the couch and I start watching a Hitler show on the History Channel.
And it really looks like you
I
in a
know.
way. We're sorry to interrupt Hitler, the man, the legend, but there is breaking news out of Great Neck, New York. Apparently, home invasions have risen sharply. Be on the lookout. And now there's a guy behind the
Look
couch.
behind the couch.
Or any lesser races while you are in
Some
the
hip-hop
apartment.
guy.
Hip-hop guy is looking at
He's
you.
all dressed in hip-hop attire.
As you're on the couch watching TV.
But
and
it's
now he
Puerto
attacks you.
Ricans. It's just, people just fucking kill me, man.
Now he attacks you. And now there's Anthony on the floor screaming bloody murder. Here's level 1. The invasion begins. Your weapon for this level is the rapier.
Now I have to fight them off.
Right.
With rapiers.
Oh, okay. And now here's kill the Schwoogies.
Oh.
And there's the
Hack 'em
hip-hop
up.
Schwoogie, and now you
hack them up.
Now you hack them up with the rapier. And, all right, you've killed 2 Schwoogies so far, right? How many do you have to kill to go on to the next level?
10.
10? All right, all different types of
Gotta go
Schwoogie.
10. It's in my living room
In
right
Anthony's
there.
living room, there's one with a basketball. There's another one with a basketball.
And you got to hit him in the head.
Got to hit him in the
You
head
get a
with the
better
rapier.
score if you get him in the head.
All right, you're up to what? Let's see, and that's it. Congratulations, you have
I've defended
successfully
the living
defended the living room.
Defended? You didn't even give him a chance to leave in the
They
game.
were
There's not
attacking
even a
me.
door in the game for them to leave that goes, look, sir, I don't want to get chopped with a napier. Can I just leave?
They're in the house.
And now we move on to the next level. Take that, you ass cunts. There's Anthony. And don't ever come to Great Neck again, as they show.
Oh, look how he made the eyes beautiful.
I was blinking.
Let me take a look
Blink,
outside
blink.
and see if there are any others. So Anthony's now walking outside. Nope, looks like we're all clear. It's bizarre how much this guy looks like you.
I know.
In the
They
video.
did a great job.
I could play my new game, Seriously Kicking Howie's Ass.
Yeah, this is a video game,
Here
like
it is.
game within a game.
Take that, Baba Booey. Now Anthony's at his computer playing the Kick Howard Stern ass game. Who's that, Fred? Fred, you ain't doing shit. This is the.
Does that look anything like your house?
Yes, already died of a heart
no.
attack. Now on to Hoo himself. So now you're playing the video game within a video game. Wow, man, someone really took the time.
Put a lot of work.
Bonus level and plays his computer game. Your weapon for this level is
The 9mm.
9mm. Nice.
Here we go. And now the object of this one is to shoot the Howies. Hoo.
Right.
There it is. That come out.
Oh my God! Someone spent a
A
lot
lot of
of time on
Howies
this.
coming out.
Now you're shooting Howies that are appearing on the screen from all angles. How many Howies do you have to kill?
I don't know. Quite a few.
Quite a few.
We'll try it out. It's on.
Congratulations, you have a 5. They went by too fast. Okay. And it continues. How far does this game go?
Oh, it goes pretty far. There's like 4 more levels.
And where do you
or
get
something
this? OpieandAnthony.com?
We'll put it up now.
Put it up
Yeah,
now on
definitely put it up.
OpieandAnthony.com. You can play the game and see what high score you get. Very funny.
I really think that this radio show can be turned into a video game with all the craziness and the storylines that happen on this show.
And that guy put that together.
I would love to get a gaming company that is dead serious about making a real game.
Yeah.
Could you imagine how many we could sell if it's done right? You know?
Definitely.
Because they're already starting to make their primitive video games online for the show. So,
all right, they've pieced together a picture in Photoshop of the guy with the 2 halves of his face put together.
Yeah.
Oh.
It's a quickie. Cigars and Scotch. I know he's pretty good, so I know he can do better. He should have cloned a little over the lip area to make it a little more natural looking. But, Jesus, I don't know what's freakier.
It's like...
He kind of looks a little weird. Take a look. That's...
Oh, it's not that bad.
Yeah, it's like
considering.
he looks like now he looks like a weirdo, as opposed to.
Looks like he could at least get laid in that shot.
Yeah, you know what I mean. Just above buying a hooker.
Right. All right. What?
It's up already?
The home invasion game is now up on OpieandAnthony.com. Okay.
There you go. Play a few rounds.
So
Have
check it
some
out.
fun.
Tell us what you think. Okay, we got the Gavin audio. Getting back to Gavin. Is he taller than you, Patrice?
Yeah, Gavin's about 6'6".
He's a
6'6"?
big guy,
I'm 6'4", but he just looks.
There's not an ounce of fat on this guy.
He's just a animal. I met him through. I had an ex-girlfriend from England. You know, I used to go to this girl in England, and I met him through that. You know, I'm a big dude, so every time I meet somebody, I think they're gonna be smaller than me. So I always feel a little. I met him, and I'm trying not to be scared and intimidated, but I'm trying to be cool too. Hey man, how you doing? How you doing? I'm not impressed by what a gigantic head you got. You
huge
giant,
mass of a man you
light
are.
skin.
He's the type of guy that'll just laugh the whole time he just beats the shit out of you.
He's one of those dudes, man. He's not a violent guy. Played rugby, professional rugby player.
Of course he did.
Scarred up and just doesn't care. But
You know what he looks like? He looks like one of those guys that would give you the first punch, and you punch him as hard as he could in the mouth, and he would just take his knuckle and kind of rub his lip and go, all right, now it's my turn.
You're done, mate.
You're done? Because now it's my turn. And you just wouldn't remember. Ring, ding, 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 Christmas music.
He's a formidable-looking dude, man.
Which way is north?
See, that Christmas bit doesn't work because now we're near Christmas.
Now it's Christmas.
Now it has to be like some
You'll
kind
hear
of
fireworks?
some kind of Beach Boys song.
4th of July? Yeah.
Oh, wait, here's Beach Boys. Rich Voss is back. He's not happy. Rich?
Uh-oh.
Oh, God. You know what you guys are?
Huh.
You guys are like, I'm like Michael Douglas, and you're like the Eric Douglas. You just, everywhere I go, everything I touch.
Hey, we like testing you, though, man. You were in a bad spot, and you still stood up for your pals, Opie and Anthony.
Did you notice that? And Patrice, saying how funny Patrice is.
You called me a black ape, you piece of
I
dog.
I never said that. I didn't say. I said I called you an airbag. I didn't call you a black ape.
Airbag.
Dude,
We were-
I didn't know if I could.
We
if
were
I could get away with it.
We were giving those guys a taste of reality, and they didn't hear what we were saying to you, and obviously you panicked and just hung up on us.
Well, because it was too up. But did I stick on? You notice I go still O&A are number one.
Yeah.
I still, no matter where I go, and now that I burnt another bridge, first with Elliot, now with them. Hey, can I give you my road schedule and give you every radio station I'm on?
Yeah, that'd be cool. Nah, we like our pests just finding out that you're somewhere,
Yeah,
and they
Rich.
just call in on their own. It's
They
great.
rat you out, man.
We
Our
had no
pests rat you out.
Honest to God, you did the show with us Monday. I forgot you were going to Miami. You're going to be at the Improv all weekend with your lovely wife there, Bonnie McFarlane. And I honestly, we forgot because we got to move on with our program. And then out of nowhere, this guy Eric calls and goes, "Hey, you want to hear Rich on the radio?"
That's really funny. But you got to admit, and even Patrice knows this, you don't come up with a new bit. Did you hear me get free golf today?
You don't come up with a new bit. Let me tell you something.
Hold on. Sam in Miami. Sam, go ahead.
Yeah, now these guys listening to both at the same time while your friend was on their station. I'm in Miami, and now they're just trashing, well, as much as they can trash you. You trash them much better, with more finesse, as they say, but they are just going all over you. Like, why did these guys think, that guy, he's big? I'm like, give me a fucking break.
Wait, are they trashing me now?
Well, they're trashing everything. Yeah, I think they are. You should go back.
But I thought we were their fellow broadcasters.
Somehow I think if you go back in, Voss, and say you're going to kick their ass, they will just beat you up.
You should go back in in there like Aries did and just start like making a ruckus. What the fuck are you talking about? Why are you trashing me after I left? You know, and just they'll have a heart attack, man. They'll have a heart attack.
Anthony and I have a really tough time acknowledging that we're actually in radio because of guys like that call themselves fellow broadcasters.
That's rough.
We're your fellow broadcasters.
If I go back in, they might knock the 3 good teeth I have left in my mouth.
And
here's the thing. You know what? That would be great if I walked back in. Because are they trashing me, saying they're not calling me like a dick or anything, are they?
You know, as much as they can call anybody.
Well, what are they saying about us there, Sam?
They're saying that, these guys, who are they? You know, they're no one big, you know.
Oh, yeah, okay. Right? Yeah, no one.
Hey, did you hear me? Did you hear me saying that this is the best thing for you guys? That you got national coverage?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they're proving our point because the whole reason this started with those guys is we thought they, backed down to Aries and sounded really wimpy on the radio.
Yeah.
They just did the same thing with us. We were on the phone. We could have went toe-to-toe with them. They chose not to put us on their show. And then when Rich leaves and we're gone and we're moving on with our show, now they're brave enough to say some shit.
They're going to start talking that shit. And, they'll talk
proving my
about
point to begin with that started this whole thing.
You know what else, though? I think we're like the only country with the atomic bomb.
Right.
Like if we get into an on-air argument with a regular terrestrial radio station, we have the atomic bomb that we can drop at any moment to end the argument.
That's right.
Hey, you fucking cunt. Argument's over.
That's right.
We win.
We got nuclear weapons.
We have nuclear weapons.
And they have sticks.
Conventional.
They got some sticks that might be a little pointy.
You guys, you're right.
They're like on a 15-minute delay. Hey, how come your friend immediately said, I was in a car accident? Soon the first words came out of his mouth. I was in a car accident.
He wanted to change the subject.
Right.
No, that was the first thing he
said.
And
Rich, you were just calling Patrice out on the fact that, you don't go around to radio stations and do the same material. Let me tell you something. Patrice O'Neal's been in here a week straight this week, hasn't done any of his material, hasn't repeated anything. It's called comfortably hanging out and conversing with people.
Okay, first of all, you're right. And that's how you.
No, I'm going to protect Rich Voss on this.
Yeah.
I'll tell you why. Because we have a much different environment than these dumb radio shows across America. When you come into this show, we try to make you, feel comfortable, and we try to make you feel like the mics aren't even on and it's just a bunch of guys hanging out. But these guys, we hear from it all the time. Our comedian friends, when they go across America, they go into these environments where it's like,
they want you to do your act.
Rich Voss, you're at the Improv this weekend.
And that's the problem they
We're
had.
just regular guys on the radio.
Same problem they had with Aries. They wanted him to do his act on their show.
It's easy to trash Voss, but I'm on his side today, man. I'm telling you.
Here's the thing. I go into radio stations, and some of them I have to write down questions for them to ask.
Right.
Okay? I'm in some of these for 5 minutes, some for 15. Of course, when I come into your studio, I'm not doing bits. Maybe I do one bit I'll throw in. And, of course, you're just hanging out.
Yeah.
You guys aren't your typical you're not radio.
Yeah, you got to be brave enough to just turn the mics on and see what the fuck happens. Some days, we fall on our faces. We know that. You don't even have to tell us, when we fall on our faces. We know before you guys tell us.
I just do a bad show.
But these guys aren't brave enough out there to just turn on the mics and see what happens.
I'm not going to do my act. I'm not gonna lead in. That's why I can't be on Leno and hey, so Patrice, I heard you. I was like, yeah. Where'd you hear that from? Earlier when we talked, you fucking
when you wrote it down.
Yeah,
so you could read it down?
Let's go to Pat.
Patrice, you're not going to do your act because once you do in the club, you're going to get fired. So why you do if he got
that is
fired
true.
from more clubs,
you get fired a lot.
I get thrown out a lot. Yeah, they
sent
me out of here, man.
That's why he's not sitting there blabbing about talking about being on the road, because he goes on the road and he gets sent home early.
Look at the energy that Rich has, man.
I know.
He had himself in a little bit of a situation, couldn't wait to get out of there and give us a call. hey, Pat from Miami. Hold on, Rich. Pat, go.
Hey, Voss, that guy must have been a fan of their show. These guys were trashing you, making fun of the way you talk, calling you a wigger.
Oh, there's no way. They're not called these two radio guys?
Yeah, dude. They were, saying Bonnie was riding you and you guys aren't really, for real, and that you jerk off with other guys in a bed.
Yeah, see,
let me tell you, make you a bad person.
Let me tell you a secret about commercial radio. They all have XM satellite radio. Almost every single one of these guys that think they're doing something in radio.
If you're in radio, you're the first people that know how much regular radio sucks. It's the truth. If you're in the business, You were the first people that really knew how much it sucks.
That's right.
And
Hey,
then
I
you
got
get
a
sound away.
question for Patrice about I Love the 80s.
All right. Go ahead, Pat.
Hey, Patrice.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Whoa,
I don't know. Nah, Patrice was. All right, Rich.
Double
All right, well, listen, you guys, I always stick up for you in the end, you motherfuckers.
You don't have to tell us. We heard it for ourselves.
Click.
I was going to give him the plug. Now, fuck him.
Now, nothing.
Nah, it's the Improv in Miami all weekend long with Rich Voss. Dugout Doug.
No, I don't have anything to do. What station are these guys on?
Now, you know what? We don't even need to bother with them. You guys got bigger things to do, don't you?
I'm really bored.
Just remember, guys, whatever you plan, you got to do it in a peaceful way, all right?
That's right. Peaceful demonstrations only.
All right.
And if anybody's hiring in the Virginia Beach area, it's dugoutdoug@gmail.com. Thank you.
All right, there he goes, Doug. One of the fine pests
looking for a job
that have some big missions ahead of them. All right, so Gavin, back to Gavin.
Yeah.
So Gavin came in, Patrice's friend, and he brought in some audio. He thought it was the funniest thing. He got really wasted with his friend, and they picked up this girl. They were having a threesome, and then I don't remember the story anymore. Maybe we could play the whole bit someday when we're on vacation or something. All right. But basically, they were having a threesome with this girl, and then the girl decided she wanted to strap one on, and Gavin's friend said, what the hell, he'll take one for the team.
He'll take it up the ass.
So he took it up the ass, and Gavin filmed the whole thing on his cell phone, I guess, on his video cell phone, and he ran in here with the audio, and that's what we're about to play for you.
Yeah.
And listen to Gavin laughing his ass off, and listen to his friend just having a real rough time.
Yeah, it's like the chicken. You absolutely know when it's going down.
His friend's name is Bam, I guess. His friend is Bam.
All right.
All right, listen in.
That's a little bit, man. That's it. There you go. Well, it's like being fucked up in the house. Is that in your bumhole? No, I'm doing it. No, Lloyd, that's it, that. What? You fuck. No, wait, hang on. Let me just get in his bum first. Okay.
Get it in his bum first.
The job and Mrs. Guilford, the Iron Man, and Lloyd, he's just going to get involved there.
So he's having a hard time with it.
It gets better. That's Gavin laughing. You sick F. And there you have it. I'm laughing so hard.
I forgot how funny that was.
Just listening back to that. Holy
Fucking hell,
wow.
mate.
Yeah, fucking hell.
He said he coming by in about a half hour. He'll be around.
All right.
Cole,
he's all right, man.
up.
Gavin's all right.
Wow, man.
And he's just laughing.
Yeah.
It's like I couldn't even be in that. Is just.
No, how are you in the same room?
It's just the gayest thing, but he's just. It's not gay when Gavin does it.
Yeah. How does that happen? You're so right.
It's just because
anyone else is filming their buddy taking it up the ass. You're like, man, what? Come on, what's up with you guys? But with Gavin, you're not even going to question it.
Nah, it's just nothing gay about him. It's just hilarious.
You can almost sell that
rock.
you can almost sell that to a network. You can almost sell that to NBC or something.
We're getting the half a Hulk face guy Photoshop. This one's a little better. Looks a little more.
That's
normal.
the best one right there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then the double Hulk face painted green.
That's pretty good.
Looks like Hulk.
Go to whackbag.com and the Photoshop section is yours for your viewing pleasure. All right, we're going to break. We got to talk about Santa Claus being hung from a tree. It's a great little story down in Florida.
Ooh.
Grammy nominations. We can get into that a little bit.
I see Big A is here.
Big A is going to do the news.
Is he doing the news?
Yeah, he's going to do the news with Louis the Tourette's comic that we found.
Are we going to
Big Kev brought him in, actually.
Are we going to hook him up to that voice recognition program?
You have it with you?
I thought we had another one around here. I got mine at home.
Yeah, we'll figure it out during the break.
Yeah.
How good is that shit?
You can explain it.
It really works, man. Yeah, we'll explain it after the break.
And you can say your story and everything.
It's fucked up, man. I do emails with it now. And you just say what you want, and it prints it right out.
Talk to you after the show about it.
Yeah, it's amazing.
All right, sweetie.
Tippy Tom going to break?
Tippy Tom.
That could be fun.
Oh, yeah, I love this one. Is this the one Steve did?
Yeah.
Yeah. This one has me laughing.
Our homeless friend Tippy Tom came in here and sang about... Wow. That's the Photoshop of his face?
Is that the one where he's both sides fucked up?
Yeah, but see, if he had that going on, he looks even more normal, though. You know what I mean?
He'd look like you said.
He just needs his face balanced out. If I was a doctor, that's what I would do. Just balance out the face. Put some kind of thing in the other side.
Try to push the other side down.
Yeah.
Doctor, I would
tumor up the other side.
That's the key to a good face, is that it's balanced.
No matter what's going on.
No matter what's going on.
I have 2 tumors. Anyway. Oh, you're looking good.
Tippy Tom came in. He sang some songs, but he only knew like 5 or 6 seconds of each song.
Uh-huh.
So Steve took that and put this together.
You had it coming on. You had it coming on. The rhythm on your head strong. You had it coming. You had it coming on. You had it coming on. The rhythm on your head.
Hey, that's pretty cool. That's our buddy John Stevens. He works for XM. He's a production guy down there in D.C. at the compound. He's got a band called Ghost Machine, and it's getting some airplay. That's a song called Headstone. You might want to check it out. Try to download it or something, all right? Very cool guy. One of the cool ones down there at the XM compound. Patrice O'Neal in studio today.
Woo! Is that the good white boy enjoying rock? Is that going? Woo! Yeah!
Yeah, I guess.
Woo!
I guess.
Woo! Yeah!
Grammy nominations. Do we have those? I guess Mariah Carey's up for everything, and who else? Does it matter? Do we really care about Grammy nominations? I know XM is like doing a huge partnership with the Grammys this year. I guess the Grammys are going to be on satellite radio. That's pretty cool, actually.
Better do it, oh.
We don't have it. I thought Travis was going to give that to us today. You got it, Travis?
No.
What happened? Oh, you're saving it for Big A? Yeah. All right, yeah, Big A's going to do the news. We'll let him do the Grammy nominations. Is Louis here yet, the Tourette's comic?
Not yet.
Not yet? He might have got stuck in this dumb snow.
Where's my baby, the beautiful dumb one?
What do you mean?
The little cute...
Francine?
Oh.
Yeah,
Little Francine.
Oh, a little sexy retard.
People want tissue time with Francine, by the way. Did you see?
Good she'd be.
Did you see that a lot of the media outlets are picking up on our brand new bit, Tissue Time?
Oh God, that was so funny. I got a Google alert that we were in the news. I click on it, and it's from FMQB, and it's the whole press release the Pests put out.
All right, we're gonna tear down the sixth wall today because there's so many people out there that just fucking don't get it. And we have to explain every stupid thing we do on this show.
I've read so many emails from idiots that are actually accusing us of stealing a bit and saying, why can't you come up with your own stuff? See, I knew you guys were thieves because, and then they write in, I heard of that Tissue Time before it was on your show.
Right.
Really? Gee, really?
Well, FMQB.com is talking about Tissue Time.
Yeah.
And this is how it's being read today. In other O&A news, The duo appear to be indirectly taking a swipe at Howard Stern's serious content, announcing Tissue Time with Beth and Allison.
Yes.
The phone sex theme shows sound remarkably, similar to Stern's Tissue Time with Heidi. In a statement, Greg Opie Hughes says, I think this one is so brilliant, it is bound to be ripped off sooner than later. Co-host Anthony Cumia added, the key to the success of the Tissue Time with Beth and Allison show will be that we will have listeners come forward and participate as opposed to trying to lull the audience to sleep.
Right. Some people didn't get the joke here. I feel sorry for them.
Yeah.
I believe they are retarded, not like in the figurative term that you use on the playground and go, what are you, fucking retarded? I mean really retarded.
Literally retarded.
Literally retarded people that have been emailing in accusing us of ripping off Howard for the Tissue Time bit. Yeah.
We're just pointing out how pathetic Howie is. He's all over national TV. He's got his time in the sun. We had a little moment about a year ago. We were all over the place.
Whenever a name show makes the transition from regular to satellite radio.
And we had photo shoots, but
it was the same
you're not going to find a photo of us in stupid Boy Scout uniforms.
We'll try not to. No.
Absolutely not. They wanted to take our picture in front of St. Pat's. They wanted to do
priest
all
uniform.
that dumb stuff. They wanted us in priest uniform.
And my favorite, the one giant T-shirt.
Yeah, they want us in an oversized T-shirt.
Opie's arm out one armhole, mine out the other.
No.
The other arms on each other, just grabbing each other's cocks, I guess.
No, there's no way around it. If you're wearing a Boy Scout uniform and you're 55 years old, that's gay. It's just plain gay and stupid.
Yeah.
And when you're not wearing a Boy Scout uniform, you're walking around in hip-hop clothes.
Actually, it just reeks of desperation.
It reeks, absolutely.
It's like, we want to put you in a Boy Scout. He didn't come up with the idea.
It's pathetic.
It's people that say, we want to put you in a Boy Scout uniform, the flag, because, Boy Scouts are always very nice and honest. And that, what? Okay, I'll do anything.
Right. Anyway, the point we're making here is, he finally has his time. We had our time, and it was a nice ride. And actually, we're getting a bunch of interview requests as we speak, so we'll probably be all over the tube again in the very near future.
That's what happens.
It just happens. So, but I guess the point we're trying to make is you could say anything about this fine medium that is satellite radio, and you go on the air and brag that you could have girls moaning and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
It just shows that you're out of touch with what this thing could do.
Yeah.
You should be. I'm not even going to say what he should be telling people, because he's probably going to do a few more. I don't want to give him advice, but to go on the air and say that it's all about having girls talk dirty, that's not really showing what this thing could do. It's showing that you're out of touch.
The ideas that I've read and heard on interviews that he says he's going to bring to satellite radio, these genius ideas, for like a split second, you think, all right, it's satellite. That sounds like it might be cool. But then when you do them and see how they turn out, you realize how it's just like, no, you just got to put on an entertaining show. You can't be gimmicky, which the tissue thing is gimmicky. And we've done it now how many times? 4 times? 5 maybe? We've done the Tissue Time?
Yeah.
With girls?
Yeah.
It stinks.
Yeah.
It fucking stinks. We didn't set it up like, all right, well, let's get a girl that's bad at this and a guy that's bad at it. This is just the way this bit would go. Here's one of his ideas. We let it fly and just in its natural form take it away. And it stinks. The girl sucks. The girls that we've had on stink at it. The guys, who wants to hear that shit? Oh, yeah, great. Good, yeah. The girl sounded like she's reading a script.
Yeah, we need
awful idea.
We need Tissue Time with 2 lesbians. And make no mistake about it, there's a lot of sex and moaning and all sorts of craziness going on this show.
Mm-hmm.
But that doesn't get the job done. We have that because you need that as part of the show that we do. But you also have to be very funny on a daily basis.
You can't sell it on gimmicky stuff. And, yeah, you need to do a fun, entertaining show on a daily basis. And for the last, I don't know, maybe 10 years or so, What is
I've
Howard
been doing subpar radio for the last 10 years.
That's right. Subpar radio.
And coincidentally, Anthony and I made our careers in the last 10 years, following the same fucking rules that he had to follow.
Believe me, he likes to make it sound like he was the only one being hung on the cross by the FCC and the Infinity lawyers and everything. Now, on a daily basis, we were in there, too.
And we had to adjust. And we did adjust, and we made our names for ourselves.
But the key is...
in the same time that he was doing subpar radio, because, you know, he just gave up. Because he doesn't know how to adjust. He doesn't know how to put on a very funny show on a daily basis.
It's just
That's
being
a fact.
entertaining.
There's going to be a lot of disappointed people.
Sitting down with people you enjoy being with and conversing about things that people kind of want to hear about.
Right.
That's it.
And was anybody impressed with Tissue Time? Well, I mean, did anybody really?
Well,
enjoy
here's the
Tissue
deal.
Time?
So he goes on 60 Minutes, and he could tell he could say so many things about satellite radio, and he's telling a 60 Minutes crowd, which is an older crowd to begin with, that what he's going to do on satellite radio is have girls moan.
It's all
he failed
about,
miserably as far as marketing himself on 60 Minutes.
It's all about sex. Everything he's brought up is this sexually oriented gimmick. It's gimmicks. They're not. It's not fun. It's not interesting to really listen into to any length. I mean, the other idea that was read was get 4 crackhead women to sit around microphones and take the same subjects that they spoke about on The View that day and let the crackhead women talk about those subjects. Now, when you read it, you go, anybody, you go, all right, that sounds on the outside like that could be something I might want to listen to. Again, that's the gimmick factor. But then if you think of the reality of it, picture us sitting in here. Let's get some 4 fucking crackheads, which we've had in the past, out there.
We could do the homeless guys.
To bring them in. And then us just go away and let them talk, you'd want to put a bullet in your head within 2 seconds. It's like pulling teeth to get anything entertaining out of a lot of the people that come into this studio. You have to choreograph people. You have to steer them in a direction or it just degenerates. So again, as a gimmick, looking in from the outside, it looks like it might work or be entertaining. But again, it degenerates into something that just doesn't really pull off.
Other than some of the cursing, what's the difference?
With satellite radio and a regular radio show?
Yeah, you could talk about adult subjects.
Yeah, you could talk about
other than the language.
That's
you can
the number
use
one thing, right?
You could be a little more honest in the way you talk about events, race, sex, but not just to get in and talk about, hey, so what was it like when you were taking it up the ass, honey? Hey, let's get a stripper in here, and she could talk about. That was another idea that was in one of the Time things. Get strippers after their shifts are over and have them come in and just talk. I don't want to hear strippers ever. I don't want to hear a stripper open her fucking stupid mouth.
Know what the bit would be there?
What is it like?
You get the dancers after they're done with their shifts.
Yeah.
And you hose them down live on the show. With big, huge,
like Planet of the Apes?
Big, huge 1962 fire hoses.
I got feelings like you.
Kill them. That would be entertaining.
Wait a minute,
Bring
y'all.
them in one at a time so they don't know, and then just slit their throats live on the air.
I wear sneakers like regular women.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's the Brandy and Portia show, and we're doing a show, right, Brandy? Yeah, and what do you want to talk about? I don't know, what do you want to talk? That's what it would be. Back and forth for hours. They're stupid. Strippers are morons.
This is the 7th year I've had these in, and I'm starting to feel like they're dangerous.
All right, let's go to Ashley. Ashley.
Hey.
You want to do tissue time today?
Sure.
Are you going to read from a script?
Look at us talking about how it stinks, and we'll just do it again.
Well, I want to get 2 girls today. Ashley.
Yes?
You're brave enough to want to do it on our show. Why do you think you're good at this whole phone sex thing?
Well, because I love men and I know how to please them.
You know men. You know how to please men. Verbally?
Mm-hmm.
This has to sound believable, though.
Verbally as well as physically. It's all about the mental stimulation first.
All right, what do you look like?
Oof.
I'm Italian. I have long, dark brunette hair. Big
on her arms.
That
old gag.
I'm about 5'5", and I don't know. I'm pretty cute.
And that was the key word there, that statement at the end. That's what really sums it up.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I don't know.
That's really what it all boils down
hot
to.
Or cute girls know
what
exactly
do
how to
men like?
describe their hot, cute selves.
Because I love things and cheese.
Yeah,
the way I think wine and cheese go together. And I don't know.
I don't know.
I don't know. It's a little rough, Ashley.
Yeah, it's just they don't.
There are whores out there that just know what guys want to hear.
Really?
Oh yeah. My pussy is so tight that you can barely get a credit card through it. Stuff like that. Oh wow, you look hot though.
Is that you?
All right, wait a minute. Hold on a minute. That can't be you though.
Are you on my site right now?
Yeah, we're not giving out the site yet. That's actually you on the front page?
Yes, it is. And if you click down, you'll scroll down, you'll go to photo gallery.
Go to the come inside and look how clever. Look how come is
C-U-M?
spelled. Yeah, Patrice, how do you know?
I don't know.
You weren't even looking at the monitor.
Ask me how I knew.
How did you know?
I don't know.
Wait,
I don't know. I don't know shit. That's for me, for the rest of the... I don't know.
Hit that one.
I don't know.
That's you.
That's you right there.
That is me.
That's a bad bitch right there.
Were you in Playboy?
I don't know either.
Were you in Playboy at one time?
I don't know.
No, I was not in Playboy.
No?
Are those real? That's a good job if they are.
Are they
yeah,
real?
they got a little hang to them.
No.
Did you have a
they're
kid?
Not completely real. No, I have not had a kid.
Yeah, soggy titty.
Wait, all right, now I forgot everything I said about you. All right, listen to me. How tall are you?
I'm 5'5".
5'5", Italian, brown hair, brown eyes.
You titty fuck a lot?
I do. I do.
Yeah.
How big are those
perfect
puppies?
for titty fucking.
But she had soggies, I think. Were they flapjacky before you filled them in? Because those look filled in. They don't look stretched out like they were A's. They look like they were soggy messes, and you filled them in with the balloons, right?
Like you had some bulk.
My God.
There's a hang to her breast implant.
There's a hang because she had flappy. Oh, that's delicious.
It's natural.
Well, I mean, we were going for the natural look, so hopefully
they look very natural.
What size were you before?
Yeah.
34C.
And now what you are?
Just C cup.
36 full D.
Yeah.
Full D.
I was almost gonna say double D.
They look like Bible slingshots back in the day.
And then
like two socks and some pantyhose back in the early days.
And then you got a tiny little waist.
Yeah, my waist is like a 23.
23, and then
do the smack ass. Bring up the slap ass shot in the middle of the. The center gets the square.
Yeah, let's see what's going on with that.
Paul Lynch
long legs,
position.
Kind of juicy. That is she is really sexy. I wouldn't know either, Pumpkin.
I don't know.
Wow.
I noticed that the bush is a bit hairy though. What's up?
Where? Where's the bush? I don't
right
even
there.
see a bush.
It depends. It depends.
Oh, down there. Let's see.
Yeah, like what?
Click that one.
Was this picture taken in
Like
1988 or what?
Oh, leave her alone. Oh, Jesus, you're being
That's
picky.
not bad.
That's
But I'm just
nice.
asking when the picture was taken. It seems like the picture might have been taken a long time ago. Huh?
What picture are you talking about?
The one where you're showing bush.
Yeah, but you
your
got
skirt's
bush. You
pulled
got
up.
bush on your lip, which is the lip bush is really retro. I'm digging it.
I would imagine like the Italian girls were all into this clean shave thing, and then just had to give up because the 5 o'clock shadows coming in every afternoon. Just said, you know what? I'm gonna try another look here. I'm going.
She has bushy
I'm going
lips.
through way
Yeah.
too many razors.
You're
bushy
normally
clitoris.
a hairy broad, aren't you?
No.
When you wear a bait that
never
comes out the
wanted to
bottom.
hurt.
Man, you're like you're waxing all day long,
Yeah.
aren't you?
That is a chore, keeping that
You're
thing
waxing
straight,
head
right?
to toe, and by the time you get to your toes, you got to start all over again.
Hey, Bluto twat.
Why, Popeye?
Pussy looks like the captain of a pirate ship pussy. Hey, pirate ship pussy.
Look at that pusky.
Pussy.
That quite skip bit of hair looks like a Bluto's face. Now that's some pusky you got there. Just keep the
Oh, my God.
Bluto pussy. Hey, Bluto.
You tenderfoot.
Ooh, my feet's getting tender.
I haven't seen hair on the lip part in years.
That's an Italian girl right there.
Which picture are you talking about?
All right, you
The
got
one with
you got the 9 squares right on your website in the
Did you
photo
talk
gallery.
The stripper pole?
No, listen to me. I'm going to tell you exactly where it is. You got the 9 pictures, right? You with me so far?
Uh-huh.
All right, it's the bottom one on the left.
It's Betty White.
Yeah.
Last row on the left there.
Actually,
Hollywood Squares is Betty
I
White.
think in the old Hollywood Squares, that was what's his name, Weaver.
Yeah, Lil Weaver.
Charlie Weaver.
Charlie Weaver.
Charlie Weaver was on that side.
Jesus, how old are you,
Is that
man?
George Goebel?
George Goebel was on George Goebel was on the right. He was on the right.
Paul Lynn's a good one, but
Paul Lynn with his ass slap.
How fucking old are you, man? How do you know this shit?
Circle gets the square.
Yeah, so it's the bottom left. Yeah, the bottom left one.
left.
She got hair on the lips.
Yeah.
But I think it's sexy because it's so.
I try to change it up. Men have different tastes, so I change all the time. It just depends, you know.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. That's wonderful.
All right, hold on a minute.
It's just the smell is just coming right out the screen. It looks delicious. Like that's a real twat, man. That's so real.
That's one where the sight, the smell, everything just is all about
bald. You
pussy.
can't really, but that's just
Your website, Ashley, is going to crash today because the pictures are fine. They really are.
Yeah.
I mean, we're messing, but they're fine. Let's say hi to Lil. Lil, what's up?
Not too much.
Now you're some kind of MILF.
Yeah, I am.
How many kids?
MILF.
You don't
Three.
know?
Oh.
You're an ass.
That M part, I can't stand.
3 kids.
She got lasagna, right? You got the stretch belly.
Lasagna.
Oh.
I like raggedy women. You're a what?
Oh, is that?
Wow, I've never heard it called that before.
But it's
Haven't
so
heard it
obvious.
all.
Yeah, it's the lasagna.
How the hell did no one fucking? That is so obvious.
A girl that has a lot of kids you call lasagna.
My girl got
The belly.
lasagna.
Your girl got lasagna.
She got lasagna.
Man. Damn.
She works hard at it, but it's just it stretches too far. It's just not having it. Chewed up bubble gum.
Lasagna.
Yeah. Oh, wow. Delicious. 3 kids. I know it's a mess.
I am not into the mom thing.
I like the old broads, dude.
What's up with
I'm
that?
not old.
How old a gal are you?
40 something.
No, I'll be 37 in 2 weeks.
35 with 3
30
kids.
what?
37 in
37.
That's old.
And she got 3 kids. Yeah. Even if you're not old, like, you know, in this day and age, that's not old.
37.
So, yeah, 37 is old. That's,
but for
37 is 56 in guy years.
That's you put it in sports years. You just put it in sports. If she's a football player, she's retired.
Wait, I'm looking at her.
I'm just talking in medical life expectancy terms. It's not that old.
All right, hold on.
But for a sex symbol MILF type thing, nah.
Hold on a minute.
What?
I'm going to help everyone along here. We're previewing her website.
All right, let's take a look.
And she calls her site, what, Cum Slut MILF?
Jesus. Well, I bet she's pretty sexy.
She's doing some dirty shit
and I
on her
guarantee
website.
some of her shit, she's hiding her stomach with her hand. Got money?
Oh, I
She's
will.
doing
No, I would
stomach
never
hand
take that
hides.
bet. I would never take that bet.
Guarantee she's doing a belly button hide.
All right, describe
Spin
yourself
that thing
there,
around
Will.
there, Iraq.
Wait, let's
Panties
take a
are
look.
pulled up to her titties.
Let's get some
Let's find one belly shot.
measurements.
Find me one fucking belly shot.
Not a belly shot.
Not a one.
Not a one, you.
Not look at this shit.
You stretch belly motherfucker with 3 kids. I know my old broads, nigga.
Oh boy.
I've got all you guys on MySpace. If you look at my pictures, there's one. of
No,
them.
you pull up your shirt, it's gonna look like pita bread.
I bet you can copy down comic strips on your belly.
If you press
If
down
you
on
press
the
on
comic,
it.
you can stretch Dick Tracy's face out.
Hey, Play-Doh navel. I'm a mess. I know. I love that though. She said.
Give me the.
Do I know my shit?
Patrice on the head. Go back one now. Go back to the regular ones. Now scroll down. Scroll down. E-Rock. Hit me with some hardcore shit.
Panties
Give me the
pulled
titty
over,
shot
Panties
to
pulled
the
over
right.
lasagna. Look, no.
That one. Let me see that for a second. Now what she's doing here is showing her tits, but both hands are over the nipples, and you're pulling up on them.
Ta-da! Go back,
guys are
Eric.
nuts.
It's not bad. Go back. I'm gonna show you one.
I'm not
Ready?
saying she's
Go
bad.
up. Go up. Right there. Right. Move it over. That one right there. That calls it all right there.
She knows how to cover
Panties over the gut.
She knows how to cover up a world of hurt.
But don't be upset about it, sweetie. I think it's sexy. You need to market yourself to motherfuckers like me who like a mess.
You were like, hey,
I've got a bit on there with a big black cock.
Wow. Now she just got more attractive.
Yes, there you go. She's more attractive now. This is not disrespect. This is her. This is what the problem is with a lot of women. She's marketing herself to the same people that the other chick is marketing herself to. She can't do it.
No.
Why? Because you're 37. You're retired. It's time to get into coaching.
All right, here she is. Here
It's time
she is.
for you to get assistant coaching job.
Trying to get a whistle.
Yeah, let me be
and a
your Phil
clipboard.
Jackson, and yeah, look at you, baby.
No. Here's what she's doing in that picture. She's outside. She's pulling her bikini top up over her tits, and she's arching her back like she's got scoliosis.
Yes, it's too much. You know, sweetie, too many publicity stunts. You know what I mean? I'm going to explain to you. While you was in the NBA all those years, you were hot and you were dunking it on everybody, but you didn't take time to learn another shot. You don't have a fadeaway jumper or a little baby hook. I'll teach you those things, and you'll have one at 40.
Oh.
You'll teach
All right,
me?
that shot's better. You got a big dildo up your ass.
Nice.
Your ankles are cuffed together.
And her arms.
And her
arms. See, now that's what she should be selling.
And her stomach is not showing.
Right.
Mysteriously again.
That is you, though. That is what you should be doing, not the sexy, look, I'm outside.
Yes!
I'm taking my little sundress off.
Yes.
No, big dildo in the air.
Hold on.
Filth.
That's a girl that stayed in the game way too many years, way too long. That's like Willie Mays playing for the New York Mets right there.
Right.
There was a time Willie Mays was the Mac Daddy motherfucking home run king. And you
Where
fast
you can
forward.
see a dildo in Willie's ass on any angle.
You fast forward and he's playing with the Mets and he can't figure out a pop fly anymore. This chick had to take one up the ass to stay in the game.
The days of being naked and strolling with a parasol are over.
That's right. She's taking those. What's those shots when your knees are gone?
Oh, the
like Nick
cortisone
Nolte in
or
North Dallas 40.
Yeah.
She's cortisone in your knees.
Cortisone shots.
This is Michael Jordan playing for the Wizards.
For the Wizards.
Not jumping as high anymore.
But that is how you sell yourself, sweetie. Handcuffed with dildos. Stop trying this fake sexy.
Remember when Tom
It's not gonna
Seaver
happen.
came back to the Mets?
Oh, God.
Tom
There's
Seaver.
a market for everything. You'd be surprised.
But you're hot. I like you, but just you can't compete with the other girls. She's standing there. Every shot, the girl's like, "Hello."
Joe
I look
Namath
good.
for the Rams,
I was
right?
gonna say that. Most people don't realize
Joe
Joe
Namath
Namath
played for the
actually
fucking Rams.
Played for the Rams.
Herschel Walker from Minnesota. Hey,
Oh, my God.
hey, Herschel.
Yeah.
Listen.
I'm telling you, Lil, the uniform doesn't look good.
They traded her when she was 32. They traded 6 good players for her because they didn't realize in 5 years her knees was blown out. I know you got blown out knees, baby, but don't you worry about it. There's a space for you. You can be a line coach.
Right. Yeah.
Or special teams.
You
You're a
could tell-
special teams coach.
You're telling the kids how the game is played.
Oh, look at those titties. They're a mess, but I like it. You know she's
I like
good
it.
at
Have we
sack.
given the site out? Let's give it out now.
No, they're gonna do a little.
Oh, they gotta
picture
earn it?
time. Yeah, they both gotta earn it.
Gotta earn their
Lil,
keep.
Yeah.
we're gonna see how good you are at this tissue time thing.
Might make it look better.
That's
Ooh.
right. And we got Lil and the very, very hot Ashley on the line.
Got some kind of see-through
Oh, man,
sweater
can you
thing.
just give her very, very hot ass? Just give her V-hot. Don't give her even a very, but just give her something hot.
No, let's go with the very.
Very warm, very, very warm milk.
Lil is hot in a goofy way.
She's hot because she'll bend over and take something up the ass.
She's George Foreman grill hot. The other one is. But she's taking things in, like you said, she's getting things quick.
Lil is Leon Spinks hot. Leon went on to fight. Not many people know that, though.
She went on too long, and she can't talk now. The other one is George Foreman hot. This one is Leon Spinks hot. Oh, she can't talk well. This one got MS hot. Listen, but it's not. You gotta understand. Embrace this.
Yeah.
It's just like being called a bitch or a hoe. Some people say it and it's a term of endearment. Some people say it and it's disrespectful. I'm saying that you're a mess and it's sexy, but I like a mess. You got to market yourself to me. You can't. Opie would never. He'd kick you in your stomach if he seen you. If you came up and said hi, Opie.
She's all right.
He put you in the figure 4 leg lock.
She's all right. All right, ladies, you want to do a little tissue time today?
Sure.
Did we lose Ashley?
I'm still here.
All right, you guys don't know each other, so you're going to just, experiment and see where we get.
Okay, sounds great.
Does anyone on the phone do real orgasms?
I do.
Who's that?
Ashley.
What? Who does who does the real orgasm?
I do. I'm Ashley. I do.
Oh, they both do.
Oh, they
okay.
both do.
Now we want some authentic, contact with yourself. You know?
With that?
Yeah, talk it up, touch, things like that. Because in order for this to work, you gotta make it sound good.
Okay.
But it's got to be legit.
Okay, no problem.
All right.
All right, who's going to start? Who's going to start?
I can start.
All right, tissue time with some hot lesbo action, Opie.
That's what satellite radio is all about.
Do you give them like a minute to get to know each other a little bit? Hi, how you doing?
No, fuck that.
I got 3 kids.
Those are
You
cute
want us to
shoes.
interact with each other?
Huh?
We're going to interact with each other, or we're going to talk to different men?
I would think interact with each other.
We're taking the guy out of the game for a while. It's all about the lesbians. Satellite radio is all about the lesbians. That's what you got to do to get people to subscribe to this thing. All right, let's go. It's Lil and Ashley.
It's Wow and Mom.
Who are you?
It's Ashley and Ain't Time a Bitch.
Oh, God damn, Opie. That is not right.
It's Ashley and Ashley in the Bizarro World.
That is, you are an awful man.
Well, hey, Lil.
Hey.
How's it going?
Great.
So, do you like women? Are you into women?
I absolutely love women.
Yeah.
Love licking pussy. Yeah.
Do you?
Do you?
Yeah, I do. Absolutely. I love to lick a woman's pussy, get her all moist and totally wet. How about if I just lay back right now and let you lick my pussy?
Well, of course. Let me crawl between those thighs.
Put my legs right around your neck.
Or spread your lips with my tongue.
Peel back the hood of my nice, hard little clit.
Tug on that clit with my teeth.
Oh, yeah. That feels so good, baby.
And I'll reach up, squeak those nipples and get them good and hard.
You're making me so ripe.
Plunge my tongue deep in your pussy.
And
taste the
feels so good.
Lay between my legs.
You're going to make me cream now.
I don't want you to squirt. I don't want you to cream. I just fill my mouth with that cum.
Oh, get it, baby. Deep inside.
Sucking on that clit. My fingers deep inside you.
Right your face.
Me, baby. Let me fuck you with my tongue.
Yeah.
Grab those hips and just bury my face in you.
I have a feeling that Lil is going to come half and half.
You're going to come on my tongue, baby?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah?
Deep inside my ass.
Look down. I swirl my tongue around that tight little hole. Get it good and wet from my finger.
Give me a rim job, baby.
Oh. I suck that ass with my tongue.
Here it comes. I'm going to come.
Moving back up to your clit. Sucking on it really hard. Give it to me, baby. Feed me.
Oh, my God. Oh, God, girl, lasagna or not, you are hot. Oh, that felt so good. Oh, my God, did the boys leave us alone?
I do love pussy.
Oh, That felt great.
Thank you, baby.
Hello. You want to lick your pussy now?
Mm-hmm.
I want to lay back and let me lick your sweet pussy now.
Smooth lips for you.
Yeah.
Put my hands in your hair and just ramming your heart up against me.
Start my tongue in and out of your sweet box.
Oh, God, yeah, baby. Let me
You
grind.
taste so pink and fleshy inside. Press my tongue against your sweet clit.
Oh, God, yeah.
You gonna come for me today?
Uh-huh.
Slide my finger in your ass. Come up and suck on your big titties.
Why don't you grab a toy and shove it in my ass?
Yeah. Grab my vibrator and fuck you with it.
Uh-huh.
Oh, yeah. Oh, hold it against your clit. Oh, there it is, baby. Come on, baby. Fuck that vibrator.
Oh, God, yeah.
Get into it. I want to hear you come. Oh, yeah. Come on. Let it go, Lil. Yeah. Slide it right in your ass now. There it goes. Yeah, baby, that was hot.
My legs are twitching.
Socks there. Oh, my God.
That's okay. Drink every drip of cum from me, baby.
Would you like a little morning action to wake you up?
Oh, God. Keep fucking me with that toy. You feel good.
It was hot.
Come straddle my face, baby. I want some more.
You want to ride your face? Take my fragrant pussy and just lick it. So puddly wet.
I stick my hands right in that ass. Slam you down.
Come on and just suck me.
Looking right from your clit all the way to your tight
Oh, God. You know how to lick a pussy. Yeah. Come on, baby. Chew on my clit. Suck me. Yeah.
Tugging on it with my teeth. My finger goes in and out of the tight ass.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's wet. Tastes every bit of you.
See how fucking awful this is?
They can't hear us right now.
Now picture this. for another 3 hours and 55 fucking minutes. We've given you about 5 minutes of this, maybe 8 minutes, something like that. Another 3 hours and 55 minutes, and that's pretty much tissue time.
That's
One of the
right.
great ideas.
It's very tough radio. It's tough radio to do.
Yeah, real rough. Is this just horrid? There's nothing sexy about this. It's just the groaning and moaning. Enough already.
Get down off of that fucking chair if I come and kill you. Close the fucking door.
More sexy moaning in a burn ward.
The one hung up.
Oh, what happened?
I don't know. The other one's still there. They can't hear us. She's just still
even
going.
the other one bailed out. Oh, God.
And?
Something sexy about this.
No,
they're listening to the radio? Maybe that was it.
She just hurt herself.
Yeah, maybe that's it. What they do, why the other one hung up. There you go. Ooh, sign up now, people. Sign up now. It's that and tidbits just like it that are going to put him over the fucking top. I'm sorry. I am sorry. That stinks.
What's wrong, Patrice?
I feel for these two bitches. I just feel for them.
They're working their asses
Just
off.
experiment in radio. Just
It's awful.
But I really do think
We're
guinea pigs are sexy.
We're sacrificing good airtime to prove a
just
point.
to prove a point.
I can't tell you how. I can't read all the instant feedbacks that says this sucks. Bring this to an end. Worst Friday portion of the show ever. Get this off. Jesus Christ, do you guys work at all anymore? Oh my God, you made your fucking point. Get this shit off. Where's the polka music? Did you guys take a break? Turn this shit off. Oh my God, we get the point. I'm reading one after the other here. That's a whole page right there. One after the other, just bashing
Can you
this.
at least thank these two bitches for doing that?
Thank you, bitches. We got it the first time. Someone needs to smother these bitches with pillows, hang up on them, shoot me.
Even truck drivers that's been on the road 9 hours, they're like, oh, you know what?
Are these broads almost done? I'd almost rather listen to you two guys doing this.
My fucking memory is sexier than this.
Are you there? Or did you go out for coffee?
I actually went and got a cup of Starbucks.
Oh,
Patrice was
God.
checking his sidekick.
Please make it stop. Tony the Tool's got a good one. I'm running out of dialogue.
Did you see they had the improv? Those bitches were really like SCTV. All right.
Oh, that's
okay. I think one bitch started doing the invisible caught in a box. She was miming after a while.
Mime. Look, and then, baby, you're so hot. Look, I'm walking against the wind. I'm walking. I'm behind a big plate glass.
Shields and Yarnell of sexy talk.
Well, there you go, people. Just run in droves, cancel your XM,
Oh,
and
my
sign the
God.
fuck up, because that's the type of shit you're going to get.
A lot of people suggesting that we get air horns so we can blow out their eardrums at this point.
What, the listeners want their eardrums blown out?
They're suggesting that, and they're also, one guy from Boston saying, I'm ready to listen to Christmas music. Thanks.
Yeah.
Can you believe?
Hey, Ralph, New York City, what's up?
Dude, that's some of the funniest stuff you've ever done. I almost lost it twice in my tissue. That's some great stuff.
Oh, I gotcha.
Dude,
It's Ralph.
It's some of the greatest stuff. I can't wait to do more of this every day for 3.5 hours.
There you go.
Except on Fridays, of course, when we play Best Of.
Not 3.5 hours, my friend. About 3 hours, 50
that's
minutes.
right, there's
55
commercials, too.
minutes.
And there you have it. If you don't bring on the funny, you're fucked, Howard.
All those empty cars in the parking lots are going to be so turned on by the tissue time.
All right. Thank you, Ralph, in New York City.
Tissue time, indeed.
In fucking deed.
Oh,
Ashley.
Yes.
You're still hot, so give out your website.
Yeah, you're very hot, Ashley. Don't get me wrong.
Fuck Ashley, the mom. She needs it more than Ashley.
What?
Ashley got 6 rich boyfriends. Poor mom. Give mom something.
That mom ain't getting shit out of me.
Oh, give that wrinkled belly mess. She was working hard.
What's up, Gavin? Gavin made it. Ashley, give out your
There he
website.
is. Look at this motherfucker, man. God damn, you are a big motherfucker.
You just missed the phone
There's
Gavin.
Gavin. He's always happy and smiling. Ashley, go.
Okay, well, my website is www.playboyphonesex.com. I've got lots of photographs on there, and anything goes with me.
All right, thank you, Ashley.
Son of a bitch. No
Thank
MILF.
you, guys.
All right.
She is sexy, though, that Ashley. She's a cutie pie.
All right.
Very hot.
Thanks, guys. Normally I like to do guys. Girls are cool, too, but...
Yeah, that was
I
the
would've-
problem.
I really never been with a girl who went, they either go...
All right, thank you. Thank you, Ashley. What is that? Just came in. We have no idea what this is. We're just going to play it. What is that? Forget. Just play it.
You know Super Steve?
Listen, those two idiots, Opie and Anthony, when Satellite was after me, both companies, XM and Sirius, came to me.
Right.
And they said, these guys want jobs with us. We want you. If it means having to give you up, we would never hire them. And I told them both the same thing. Both companies.
You fucking liar, Howard.
Oh.
You fucking liar. You're so obsessed with us and you can't handle the shit we throw your way. Why don't you tell the real story?
Now,
where you gave them an ultimatum and said, if you guys hire Opie and Anthony, I'm not coming to your company. Why don't you tell the fucking truth, you fucking old lady?
And, yeah, Sirius wanted us, and so did XM. We chose XM. It's the better fucking company. Believe me, whether you were there or not, whether Sirius wanted to hire us or not, whether it was based on you being hired or not, we were coming to XM, the better company. We sat down with both of them, in-depth interviews and the discussions about technology, the technology end of it, the entertainment end of it, the people that were in charge, things like that. And we chose XM. Not because you were going to Sirius or we were going to Sirius and then you came there. Had nothing to do with it, asshole. You're a self-important douchebag. It had nothing to do with you, Howard.
You were
Believe
negotiating
me.
and we were negotiating and we chose XM
Right.
over Sirius Satellite Radio.
And
That's a fact.
I know.
How
if
dare you,
XM
Howard? You're wearing a Boy Scout uniform these days. What happened to Scout's honor, you faggot?
If XM for a second thought you were worth $500 million and decided to pay it, we'd all be one big happy fucking family here at XM, wouldn't we? But they knew better. They knew better not to pay you $500 million for fucking tissue time. They knew better. And the stupid company is nerve-wracked trying to figure out how they're going to foot that fucking bill. And everyone's face now is nervous, and you can see it. Smell the fear over there, Howard, because we're all smelling it with every fucking interview you give. The fear that is pouring off of you and pouring off of Sirius, how they're going to foot that $500 million bill on your ass. And that has nothing to do with us and where we went. So have fun over there. I am so fucking glad we chose XM.
It meant less money for us, but the company's in better shape. They understand what this satellite radio is all about.
And it's bullshit like what you're hearing right now on that recording of Howard for any of these ass fucks that want to post on message boards or instant feedback and say, why do you got to fucking talk about Howard when he doesn't say shit? It's lies and bullshit like this that get us talking about him. What does he say? Let me hear the rest of this drivel.
Listen, those two idiots, Opie and Anthony, when Satellite was after me, both companies, XM and Sirius, came to me.
Right.
And they said, these guys want jobs with us. We want you.
Hear the pause. That's a guy that's lying.
If it means having to give you up, we would never hire them. Yeah. And I told them both the same thing, both companies. I said, I don't do that to people.
Holy shit, you fucking asshole!
That's the lie.
Dude, next time I see you in Central Park, I'm going up to you and bitch slapping you. You fucking phony. You don't do that shit to people? You don't work your magic behind the scenes in these big fucking conference rooms and work your fucking magic? You fucking fraud. Holy shit! I hope the rumor's true.
I don't do
because
that
your life is gonna be fucking a living hell. If the rumor we're hearing is true,
why am I alone?
we are gonna fuck you up so bad, Howard.
Why am I
you
alone?
fucking liar! You fucking pussy! You fucking old lady with the tight curls on TV with the hip hop clothes at 55 fucking years old, dressing in fucking Boy Scout uniforms. Fucking letting Bill O'Reilly bitch slap you around on TV. Can't wait for part 3 tonight where you can actually see your fucking lips shaking, you fucking fraud.
It's the
You
nervousness.
don't have shit.
It's the nervousness.
You gave up fucking years ago, and we got your ass, buddy, and you fucking know it.
Can we hear it again? Starting with those two idiots over there. This was
That's
all
the
over
one
again.
accurate
This
part of his whole fight. Because we are
motherfucker.
indeed fucking idiots. I'll give him that.
And Opie stood right up in it.
Dude, we got
Opie wants
we
to bitch
fucking
right
got
out.
memos and everything where we can fucking prove this shit.
You know what the funniest part of Opie?
Prove this shit. We could have been on satellite radio years before we did, but we couldn't because of that fucking asshole went behind the fucking scenes and they wanted us to sign something, Infinity Broadcasting, and it was a direct order from this motherfucker and his fucking agent and Mel fucking Karmazin. They're like, hey, we'll let you out of the fucking contract so you could go, work for Clear Channel or satellite radio, but we don't want you mentioning Howard or anyone that works for Infinity Broadcasting or used to work for Infinity Broadcasting.
I'm just saving
and
the
for the
listeners.
rest of your fucking
So y'all
careers,
could've been
for
working-
the rest of your fucking careers is basically what they said. You mentioned Howard or anyone that worked for Infinity, past or present, you will be fined. What was the total?
$100,000
$100,000 per fucking
So you could have been
incident.
working. You could have been working a long time before you
Long
guys
time.
were.
Fuck yeah!
We could have been working months after we got the boot, but we would have had to sign a contract that said you cannot mention Howard Stern or Infinity employees, or you will be fined $100,000 a clip. This is not fucking. I'm not making this shit
So
up.
you're completely gone from this Infinity umbrella. You are
Dude,
now.
this is why we're obsessed with the fucking guy, because this guy made it really tough to
Living
succeed
hell.
in this fucking city doing radio, because he plays all these fucking tricks behind the scenes, then goes on his radio show and makes believe he's brave.
The champion
and,
of free speech.
and takes on all newcomers.
Yeah, and
He's
behind
a
closed
fucking
doors.
bitch, and I'll slap him in the face next time I see him in the fucking
You know what'll
park.
be funny? You see him in the park though, and you hit him, you'll roll back a few feet on your
No,
skates.
you know what, dude? I'll just fucking...
On your rollerblades. Psh, every action has an equal and opposite reaction. Psh, roll backwards.
No, I'll just...
You're gonna fight him in your skates,
Dude,
You gotta kick those things off, bro.
You know what? Enough of your fucking lies, Howard. Walk around in your Boy Scout uniform looking like a faggot, and keep the edgy radio and the radio where the guys still have passion to us.
Yeah.
Remember this? You said this, Howie?
I've been doing subpar radio for the last 10 years.
Yep.
Well, we haven't. In the last
Heard
10 years, we made our names for ourselves.
Is there any
Following
more
the same fucking rules you had to
that
follow.
clip? There's more to that clip where he says he had nothing to do with that. He didn't say.
Back up
He
a
doesn't
little
do
bit.
that. And it's funny. They wanted to work here. No, we wanted to work, and we were talking with both satellite radio companies, seeing which one was best. That's what responsible people do. You go, and we were told by responsible people to do that because we obviously have no responsibility. We went and spoke with both companies.
Is Scott Greenstein
chose XM.
and
Do you have
and-
proof of
hold on a
Hmm.
minute. Is Scott Greenstein, Jay Clark, and Jeremy Coleman going to deny that we were in a ridiculous suite in one of these Midtown hotels as they were trying to talk us into fucking going to their company?
And bad-mouthing Howard Stern
And
is what they were
bad-mouthing
doing.
Howard like you wouldn't believe.
Yep.
And also Scott Greenstein even saying, hey, if you come here, I think, because I have all these connections in Hollywood, I think I could get you in a few movies.
Yeah,
Remember that
yeah,
fucking
all the
line?
bullshit that just went down. But
Howie, you're going to fucking make believe that you didn't hear those fucking stories?
Howie, the people that you look at on a daily basis, the people that are kissing your ass and saying that, hey, if it means we don't hire them in order to get you, that's what we want to do. All those guys, Barry, the other schmucko, all of them over there, were bad-mouthing the shit out of you while we sat in a hotel room while they were wooing us to try to have us sign with Sirius. That's it. If all this proves is that they're phony motherfuckers too, well, that's the way it is. But when you look them in the face and they're kissing your ass, know damn well that when we were sitting there, first, mind you, when we were there before you, they were bad-mouthing the shit out of you.
And because you had to wait about 2 years to finally start broadcasting. That's a fucking fact, Howard, you fuck. I wouldn't do that to anybody. John, what's up?
Hey, don't you guys have audio of this douchebag on his own show stating that he would not go to whichever channel, whichever company you guys were working for?
Yep, we do have that. We played it on a past show. Give us a day, we'll fucking find it.
To reverse what he said, and he's just...
Because he's a liar, dude. He's been lying for years. For fucking years.
That's just amazing. Maybe you guys could play that. I got to go, guys.
All right.
Thanks.
All right, let's hear more of this.
If it means having to give you up, we would never hire them. And I told them both the same thing, both companies. I said, I don't do that to people.
Holy shit.
People have to... I wouldn't want someone preventing me from working. Right.
And it has happened.
Right. Yeah, and believe
Shut
me,
up,
people
you
are preventing
fucking
me from
hole.
working.
You have nothing to add.
And I know that feeling when you can't make a living in the business you love. It's pretty damn horrible. I don't...
That's nice of you, because if I was presented with that, I would say wipe them out, because
well, I'm not.
They're just horrible.
You know what? Of course, I'm not going to sit.
It's a gnat biting an elephant.
Yeah, exactly. I really honestly didn't care. I said, you guys do whatever you have to do.
You know elephant, you fat fucking cunt.
Is it, Robin? Could feed an entire fucking burrow with your ass. Holy shit. This fucking fraud. He is the biggest fraud. Holy shit.
I love this. You're getting banned right there. All right, with Howard. Move on, some guy said. You know what? I'm banning you. You're banned. You're banned. You know why? Let me. Where do you work? Where do you work? The deli, the gas station, wherever you're fucking working. Let's have some guy just fuck with you and your livelihood, and then me come up and go, could you fill it up? Regular, and you go, hey, you know, this motherfucker just fucked me over with my paycheck and my and I turn around and go, hey, move on, pump my fucking gas. I don't think you'd be happy. I don't think you'd be happy with that.
And make me laugh.
Asshead.
He actually goes on his show and says, I don't do that to people.
Yeah.
Don't make me line them up. Oh, my God. Joey, what's up?
What's up, man? Hey, you know what? Fuck those motherfuckers who have the balls to say move on. Stop talking about how that Jericho motherfucker. He talks shit constantly. He's a fucking lying piece of shit. Call him out. Fuck him.
Yeah, what he said.
Thank you.
It's just goddamn ridiculous.
Thank you.
That's great.
Oh, this is going to get so ugly.
It's going to
Trust
get ugly.
me, it's going to get ugly.
Have fun over there.
Because this guy made us wait for a long time to do what we love. It's a fact. It's a fucking
Smell
fact.
the fear.
You can hear it in my
fear.
voice. Ask anyone. I'm the worst fucking actor around.
Now, let me ask you a question. Was there any point during the layoff where you actually thought about signing the Leave Howard Alone contract thing?
We thought about it for a little while because we were desperate.
We wanted to work.
I'm not going to lie to you. We were desperate.
We
We're like,
wanted
what
to
the
work.
fuck? And we could sign this and then not sit at that point. I think it was about a year and a half. I'm like, oh, all right. We thought about it. We had a long talk about it. Then we called
Like,
our
do we
agent.
really need
and we
to
go, you know
talk
what?
about it?
Tell them to go fuck themselves.
So you only had
Someday
a 2
we'll
year
be back.
contract, right?
Yeah.
So you just had to wait it out for the 2 years.
It turned out to be 2 years and 3 months, something like that, right? In the end,
not going to have him sitting there bashing us, and then us, if we mention his name, have to shell out $100,000.
Oh yeah. And
it's ridiculous.
And this thing was so ridiculous. This thing they wanted us to sign. It's like even if we talk about our friends in the company.
Yeah, Ken Stevens.
One of my biggest friends in the company is Brother Weeze. Little known fact, he works for Infinity Broadcasting. So if I mention an old story with me and Weeze, all of a sudden they're finding me $100,000. It was called the Howard Clause, and this fucking thing they want us to sign. That's how scared Howard is of us, and the company was of us.
Well, let's see how much time he has to prep for his new show when he's on maybe Match.com or something. I don't know.
Yeah, we're hearing things.
I hear things.
We're hearing things.
I hear things.
Big ass member, what's up?
Hey, I'm just calling because this is total bullshit, and every single test and every single fan needs to unite now, and we need to march on Howie next Friday as he does his walk of shame. from K-Rock to Sirius. We are going to light him up.
All right, just don't get us in more trouble.
Absolutely not. Every single test will be peaceful and well-behaved. And the O&A Army now is sponsoring free T-shirts for everyone who comes to the event.
Very good. We really need a call to arms on this one. If you have nothing to do next Friday, it could really help out the Army and the pests.
You guys can private message myself, Dugout Doug, or Boston Strangler if you guys want to get involved, and we'll be more than happy to help you guys out.
Now, here's the deal. You guys are making all sorts of banners, I see, huh?
Yes, we're making all sorts of everything. We have lots of secret weapons.
I love the banners. Hoo-hoo, I invented walking. Here, give me some more of these banners. Everyone copies me, hoo-hoo. And then it says Opie and Anthony Satellite Radio's original pioneers. Hoo-hoo, it's all about Allison. She's my best friend. Opie and Anthony Satellite Radio pioneers. Hey, hoo-hoo, did your daughter have fun at the Jingle Ball in 2000? That one will drive him nuts, by the way.
5 years ago?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Everyone has heard that story where we almost got fired because we talked about Howard's daughter.
Didn't even really talk about it, to tell you the truth.
Yeah, actually.
It was so veiled because
but Howard knew enough to call his buddy Mel to call us back from Christmas vacation or New Year's vacation so he could almost fire us. Hoo-hoo, I invented everything. Opie and Anthony Satellite Radio pioneers. Oh, you guys are
very good.
Jesus. We are going to expose this man for the fraud he is.
All right, thank you, sir.
Man, that shit
Already
runs
being
deep.
done.
Just just be very peaceful, okay?
This is like the Bananos and the fucking
the Gambino,
the Gambino and the Bananos.
All right.
If this was hip hop, someone would be shot. Someone would have already been shot.
This is not a Jay-Z Nas beat. This is a Tupac Biggie.
Oh yeah, this is Tupac Biggie. Someone would have already been shot.
Look at Anthony.
Thank God. Thank God we're white folks.
Look at Opie's
in jail.
Oh, dude, man.
You know, white guys get red. Opie is fucking just red. Some of his hair's standing up like
dude,
it's...
I hate phoniness in this business. I hate it. We get ourselves in some ugly situations because we speak our minds the real way, you know? And this fucking guy is a fraud and just lies through his teeth.
Jeez.
Lies through his fucking teeth.
Howard Stern.
Ope stood up in his chair 6 times. He's so fucking mad. He wants to box him.
No, let me see.
He wants to box him right in his ears.
Match.com. Howard Stern. Interests. Howard Stern.
Howard, why don't we discuss it
Income.
On 67th Street and Columbus Avenue today, right after the show? How about we do that? How about we do that? How about we do that, Howard?
Somebody get him an embroidered shark jersey, the
shark
jacket.
And please don't wear the Boy Scout uniform because I don't want to laugh because I'm very pissed off and angry right now.
Opie's gonna flip the knife back and forth in his left and his right hand.
Yeah, here it is, Central Park. I had to sit on my ass for over 2 years doing nothing because of the shit he was pulling, and now today he's going to say that he wouldn't do that to somebody?
Look at him. Look at him.
Riff!
Sharks! Assemble now!
Like I really wanted to fucking drive all over America.
A high in the air snap and all the pets come. Pets!
Knife fight. Central Park. Be there.
Opie has one of those butterfly knives. He's nunchucks. Look at him. He's not even laughing. Look at him. Opie is not bullshitting.
No, I'm not bullshitting.
Oh.
You didn't live
crazy. Oh.
Yeah.
Be cool. Oh. Got a rocket in your pocket. Stay coolly cool. Oh.
There is a man named Opie. I don't want him to be hurt. Shut the fuck up. Oh, and as he's going, his girl's like, Greg, no. So call me Opie as he flips his car up and walks. Whack! I'm Opie, bitch, and I'm out of here. He's not fucking around. Look at that. Somebody's going to get hurt. Somebody's going to get hurt up in this bitch. I'm not going to let you do it, Opie.
Dude,
I'm not going to let you get arrested.
Fucking idea. That is the biggest lie
Put the knife down, nigga.
Ever.
It ain't worth it, man.
Holy shit, this is great. The Passion of Opie coming to theaters near you.
The Passion of
I'll tell you one thing. The headline would be fantastic. It would be front page.
It's all fun and games now, right? But, I mean, only Anthony and I know.
Yeah.
We were keeping in touch for 2 fucking years. We had to sit. We had to count down the days. I had to invent places to go just to you know, I had to hang out with fucking Rich Voss and play golf. That's how bad my life was, okay?
Wow, that is bad.
Oh, it's fun at first, but after a while...
And Rich is arrogant. He's the one with the emotional up.
Yeah.
Hey, don't worry about it. Pat him on his back.
I went to the Doral in Miami with Rich Voss for, I think, a 3-day quick vacation. After the first hour, we ran out of shit to talk about.
His little hands.
Holy crap.
His stupidity.
I can't even tell you, man.
Then Voss is trying to talk to him. Opie's in the hotel going, save it for the radio.
Yeah. Maybe we ought to save
when
this.
You're
save it for the radio.
When you're stuck under a
2006.
When you're stuck under a fucking contract and you can't get out of it, and I know we got paid, and I don't want people crying for that part of it,
I don't even
but
know what
stuck
that means.
because we could have made the same fucking money doing what we love, but we had to sit and fucking wait. I'm surprised I wasn't thrown in jail. I was ready to snap at any time. Any fucking time. Now he's going to go on the radio on December 9th, 05, and say that he would never do that to anybody?
Oh, he's talking about this. He's talking about this.
Oh, okay.
Today. That came in today?
Yes.
Came in a little while ago?
Is there any way we could stop the carnage, man?
What's up?
No.
It's not going to happen.
Rolling.
All right.
What?
Yeah, we do have a lot of people here.
Well, it's going to be a good hour of radio coming up. We got Greg Giraldo. He's playing Caroline's this weekend.
Yes.
Has Greg ever done our show? He's fucking fun.
We've hung out with him, though.
Greg's great. And then we got Laszlo. Oh, he's going to be pissed. He's been sitting for an hour. And then we got the Tourette's guy losing his mind over there. Look how pissed he's.
He's not pissed.
He's fucking pissed. He's on my side, obviously. Look at him. He's losing his shit. That fucking guy is losing his shit.
Wow.
That fucking guy is on my side. Look, he's ready to go.
All right, Lewis, get him.
Let's go to the Gooch in Cleveland. Gooch. What's up, Gooch?
Howard, come out and play.
Jeff in Massachusetts. Jeff.
Hey, how's it going, guys?
Hey.
Long-time listener. I haven't listened to you guys since you guys were on that other station there. But, hey, you guys are doing a hell of a job. Keep bashing the fuck out of him.
All right.
Wasn't me. It was XM.
And Robin, why don't you at least attempt to, earn your fucking money?
Well, that's a lost cause.
Luckiest woman in broadcasting. Just stay in your dunking tank and fucking read the news. Oh, I'd be proud to be a newsreader. Fucking hole. All right, we're going to regroup, right?
Yeah, let's have some guests come in.
You know, that's like the general after everybody's fighting. All right, fellas, let's just calm down.
Let's just pull back.
I'm just taking orders. Pull back.
Dude, the fact is, Anthony and I take this shit very seriously, all right? We really do. And the bullshit that he spews, it's unbelievable. And someone has to fucking fight him toe-to-toe. I don't care if it destroys our fucking show. That guy's been getting away with shit for way too many years, fucking up many people's careers. Doesn't even pay his own fucking people.
No, this shit's
his
like
executive producer has to go do bar gigs as Howard is making $500 million.
This is the inside
That's a
of
guy that doesn't give a fuck about anybody else and will destroy anyone around him to make himself look better.
The inside of this for people just listening to the radio. I mean, I got a unique seat, but it's like people listen to it's like really like two wrestlers. If Hogan and Ric Flair really didn't like each other, and Rick's like, what that bitch ass nigga did to me, when we was in a hotel years ago. You know what I'm saying? It's not like a fake radio thing. This shit is going to spill into the streets.
All we want to do is do our show, and he did his show back in the day, and that was it. But he had to get involved way too fucking much because he didn't like the fact that we were making a name for ourselves.
That'd be good. Shock jock, socks, shock jock. It'd be like the paper.
I never seen Opie this heat. He's heated.
Oh, hot.
You know how I love to kick dogs?
Do you? I didn't know you like to kick dogs.
There's a bulldog waiting to be kicked that I see a lot in my neighborhood. And tell Beth to stop checking me out as she's walking the stupid dog. Oh, you want to get into some shit, Howard? We'll get into some shit.
Wait a minute. We can't break on
What?
that.
Who the?
What?
What a day, what a day, what a day. This is the Opie and Anthony program on XM Satellite Radio. The #1 radio satellite company. Jesus, Anthony. Jesus.
Well,
Dad's losing his mind. We got to kind of reset the show right here.
We have to look at him through the window, so I figure we ought to hear him with the soundboard. R2-D2. Two of them talking to each other.
Hold on, watch this, watch this. Well, Lewis is outside. Lewis the Tourette's comic is outside the studio.
God bless
We
him.
have Patrice O'Neill. We have Laszlo. We have Gavin, who likes to watch his buddy get fucked with a dildo from some dirty pig. We played your audio again today, by the way. And then Greg Giraldo, everyone.
Greg.
It's the first time you're on our show, right?
Yeah.
Jesus.
Yeah, we've hung out a few times. And, been to comedy clubs and stuff, but never on the show. I think we were kicked off when we kind of met.
Right. You guys were
so
off.
we
We're off
didn't
the
have
air.
a show.
No, he saw us in our downtime. It wasn't pretty.
Yeah.
We was riding high, tough crowd time.
Yeah, remember
you-
those days?
Oh, yeah.
Hey, kid, it'll be all right. Hey, oh, hey.
I know, that's what it was
It's all
like.
right. Mess up your hair. Not even pat you in the back. Come here.
Yeah,
that's what it was like.
I met you guys when you were
hair.
Norton's friends.
Yeah, exactly. That's true. We were outside, like, just drinking and smoking, and motherfucking
Good
fucking
times.
radio stinks. Don't worry about it. You guys will be fine. You'll be back.
Fine.
Yeah, but
Hey, you know Greg and Kumia?
yeah.
Yeah, you know these guys. Okay, yeah.
Yeah, not even first name
Can
Opie.
we find a seat for them? Just pull up. Yeah.
Well, Greg Giraldo is going to be at Caroline's this weekend. What's the number again? Jimmy usually has it.
757 4100.
Very good.
Wow, look at that.
I've been
Thank
there
you,
a couple
Patrice.
of times.
Couple.
I've called to see if I could get in to watch Paul Mooney.
Yeah, you could have got in last night.
Why, nobody showed
It
up?
was all like these like Midwestern white tourists thinking they were just going to a late, going to a late show.
God bless those people, because I would never have people show up at my shows.
Well, that's what's great about Caroline's. You get the tourists come walking in
Yeah.
off the street. They have no idea what they're about to see. And
Yeah.
a lot of times they're horrified by some of the guys that are doing their thing in there.
That's the only club. Anybody from New York?
Yeah, nothing.
Nope.
Yeah.
Where are you from?
You see a lot of bedazzled sweatshirts sitting out there. That always cheers you up. They're trying to do a Jesus blows joke in front of a pack of church ladies.
Yeah. Oversized sweaters, hiding a world of hurt.
I heard of stuff in New York. I knew it. You're like Mr. Comedy Central now. Every time I turn it on, it's like Greg Giraldo is hosting everything except The Daily Show.
Yeah.
That's pretty much a safe bet.
It's like a wraparound show, right? You're on
Yeah,
for
well,
like
that's-
8 hours a time or something?
It's like 2.5 hours. Our show, it's like an interstitials, half a fake show.
Your show's like Wonderama. Used to just be on for like Bob McAllister would come out and 18 hours later he's still on doing the snake hands and
Yeah, it's a little weird. And then it's also like we'll do like these jokes in the studio, so we'll do like topical jokes or whatever. And then it's like, and now more Jeff Dunham and Peanut. Just it's a bizarre show.
And then of course, I mean, you can't stop seeing you on the goddamn cable commercials. How'd you
that's
swing that one? That's got to be a nice
pretty
deal.
cool. They asked, believe it or
Oh,
not.
that really made me sick watching
Did it make you sick?
I ain't gonna lie.
All I was
Greg-
thinking was every one of his comic friends being pissed off.
Greg's success really bugs me. That's Turner TV is just great. Hey man, like because when you do commercials like that, it's like you're solidified as a person.
Yeah.
Wow, Greg Giraldo says watch cable, so that means we should.
No,
He
that's
didn't
what
have
was-
to introduce himself. Hey, I'm Greg Giraldo.
I know that's
watch
what
cable.
was weird about it because commercials blow. You know, nobody wants to do commercials, but they called and asked, and they said they'll say Greg Giraldo. First of all, nobody knows who the fuck I am, but they're saying Greg Giraldo for Comcast. You know, it felt like a pseudo kind of celebrity moment.
And it was good because you didn't have to act like it's not even. They say you said you're not a name that everybody in the country would know, but you didn't have to act like you're the dad that comes in. Well, son, I've got cable. It's just you saying, "Hey, buy some cable."
Yeah, they
because
sent
it's a tri-state area, so it's like, hey, how you doing? You know me. I'm
Yeah,
Greg.
you know who I am. I'm Greg.
It was you know, the funny thing is, of course, I was embarrassed to do it, and I was hoping nobody would see it, and then like all the strip, you know, the comics that hang at the strip, they like live to get on a commercial. They're acting like this was like I won the fucking Academy Awards because I had this cheesy, shitty commercial. They asked me to do one in Spanish. I did it in Spanish.
Really?
Yeah, that was that's what I call the boat commercial.
The boat commercial.
They called over the summer. I thought, man, I guess I can buy a boat if I completely hoard myself.
Cool. Greg Giraldo, very, very funny. His stand-up is great. I'll be there tonight.
Oh, thanks.
Well, you got the snow thing happening. We got to support you. It's gonna
be brutal.
It's gonna
man.
be a little rough,
yeah,
right?
It ought to be good.
At Times Square, though, it doesn't matter what the fuck the weather is over there.
By
You'll
then, it
still
should
get
be
the
fine.
rubes.
You're not selling out, Greg? I thought you were selling out, man.
I was selling out with those commercials.
Yeah.
No, yeah, some places, but you know, I suck at more. I barely have a website. You know, I keep waiting for something to happen that'll make it all
No,
unnecessary.
they don't like that shit. I'm the same
Nah.
way, thinking that just
Yeah.
integrity and hard
Nah,
work.
you gotta work.
Come and see me, suckers.
Yeah.
I'm at Hoobily Loobities.
You gotta get it with the
Boy, we
times,
made
my
it. We
friend.
did it together. You guys, with your good work, I got to thank my fans.
Oh, thank you for making. I just, you know what? I shouldn't even
Go ahead.
say this.
Just go. No, you say it.
My mother answers my
email.
Your email?
She answers it for me. I say, Mom, because I can't do it. And this one guy,
Infant.
he wrote me something. I just can't look. He said, hey, man, I loved you on such and such and such. And then he was all into me. And she wrote, thank you for your support. And thank you so much for calling in, and I appreciate it. Love, Patrice. I said, Mums, does anybody who likes me would ever think I would say appreciate anything?
No.
God damn. And I'm trying this whole shit, but it's just, thank you, Greg.
It's hard. You got
working.
to be like everybody's pal. You know, who's got the nobody. By the way, nobody answers all their own emails on those things. The people that
I don't
Billy
answer
Bird does.
all of it,
Yeah.
but I answer like select ones. I'll
Yeah.
answer enough where enough people go, that motherfucker answered me.
Yeah.
And I never want it to seem like a form letter,
Right.
even if it would just take a, thanks, man, I appreciate it, or thanks for listening.
Yeah.
That looks like, then they think you're just copy and pasting everything.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
I'll be like, hey, you know, glad you liked the Danza bit I
Yeah,
did, or you know, something that they, on MySpace.
Yeah.
You're on MySpace
No,
at all?
I'm just starting. That's what I'm saying. I'm just
See,
starting.
he's
I'll
like
go
me.
like,
I guess this is what we got to do to
Yeah.
make it. Fuck you, man. Thank you, Greg.
You have
I'm
to.
with him.
And you got to answer letters like, hey, where'd you get that hat you're wearing in the picture?
MySpace,
So they know you're not fucking.
MySpace is what started the Pennsylvania murder. That MySpace, the bitch was
Oh.
getting him on MySpace, and it snowballed. You know, the dude killed the bitch's parents.
I am
for
a
the girl.
sane
Yeah.
human being, and I could see how people can kill on MySpace. It is. You just see if you got a little sickness in you,
Yeah.
and you get emails from some, you know, there's some 16-year-old girl, 18-year-old girl, and her name is like the slut. Or something. You go through a picture, and it's her and her friends touching tongues,
Yeah.
and in their bikinis. I want to drive to Pennsylvania and choke a bitch.
Yeah, no. When you see someone named Teen Hole,
Yeah. I will kill your mother.
No problem. I'll
You got
kill
a
your
screen name Teen Twat. You get a good sense she puts out a little bit.
Even when
she's not studying.
Thank you, Greg. I just refuse. Is there anybody successful that didn't do this type of
It's
shit?
2005.
Yeah, you got to
Yeah,
market
yeah.
yourself. You can't
Yeah,
wait for
George
someone else to market
Burns.
you.
He was successful, never got on the fucking
Well,
internet.
That's right. That's right.
After that, you pretty much got to keep up with the shit.
You know, it's like I don't mind respond. You know, like it's kind of cool when you know, like you get into that a little bit. But what blows is that all of a sudden it's more about that than you know. There's these like schlock, shitty ass comics who are packing out clubs just because they got they're on there every day.
That's
Like, thanks,
true,
gang.
yeah.
You got to come out and
Wait a
support
minute.
me at Skidmark.
A weekend at the Copacabana doesn't do it anymore. Like, you know, one
No,
week,
no.
you know, I closed the Cope, and it's
That-
like
and
now
that
you're
used
a
to
star.
do
That was it.
Now you got to. And now your fans. They used to be in front of you. You do whatever the fuck you do. You leave. You never got to see him, talk to him, anything again. Occasionally, a stalker might send you a letter with cut out pieces of newspaper glued to it. But that was the only correspondence with your audience. Now, Every one of these motherfuckers has access to you personally and is pissed that you don't answer
My
him back.
self-esteem is too low for that shit. I go sometimes, like looking at throw up. I'll go to one of these cringe humors, and you just, one guy. I seen Patrice's, HBO special. It was cool, man. And the next one, I go, that fat motherfucker. And I'm like, I want to call my mother and go, Mom, don't answer these things, because she's gonna see your son he's a hunk of shit. And my mother loves me. You know what I mean? That shit hurts, and I don't want to know that. I want to have faceless, here's how I want to get killed. I want to get killed with a motherfucker going, hey man, can I get your autograph? And the guy goes, you're dead, fucker. Talk radio.
Talk radio, right.
That's it. Some creepy fucking dude that does. I don't want to know you like that. I just want to.
Ixnay on the Talk Radio A. That's our nightmare. We do talk radio.
Well,
yeah,
but you're fun.
Please.
But I
I'll shoot him first.
Laszlo, I'm sorry. We should have introduced Laszlo officially.
I don't know if the mic's working. Is it working?
Yeah, it's working, bro. I
love it when you email people back and they email you and they're like, this isn't Laszlo.
Oh, I know. Now you're there proving. Yeah. Well, click. You're taking pictures of yourself in front of his email. Look, it is me. And then you're realizing this is a little desperate. Why am I corresponding with these people? And then some people can't just take the response and leave it at that. Then you see, R-E-R-E-R-E, the subject line. The guy's now carrying on a conversation like he's your fucking accountant.
Yeah. And plus the typing, it's like, I don't know, who's got the time to write these treatises every fucking day?
I never
someone's like, hey, I love you. Could you give me a day-by-day account of the last 12 years of your career? Like, shit.
It's like a fucking blog.
When are you going to be in a such and such area? My asshole seizes up when I see LOL.
Oh.
When I see LOL, I just go, I'm done with this shit.
You don't like RO?
That's cute.
A roll on floor.
Don't know what it means.
I never typed either. I never took a typing fucking class. So it's one finger at a time again, and I'm answering people like, this guy needed a simple thing, and it took me, 15 minutes to answer him.
Yeah.
Great. Now the other few emails that I got to get. So some of them I just blow right.
Well, they're
off.
always like, also for every 10 good ones, you get these good ones, and there's always the one. You can have 100 good ones, you get that one evil one that just gets under your skin and ruins your whole week. You're like, great. I'm glad I bought a computer.
There's a virus now that chats with you before it infects you over AIM.
Really?
Yeah. Speaking of LOL.
So you think it's somebody chatting?
Yeah. They send it sends you a file and you can chat with it. It's a bot. And then you open the file and you're infected.
I would never open that file. I would never chat.
That's
with
how it
people.
happens in real life.
Right.
Yeah.
Chat.
Yeah.
Shit, that was easy.
Right. You got the HIV.
Yeah, got a virus.
Some bitch goes, LOL. Oh, yeah. I'm your asshole now.
LOL, daddy.
Quiet ones. You got to go with the quiet ones.
The fucking McAfee ain't getting rid of that shit.
See? Yeah. We got
to
figure this shit out because we got the Tourette's guy and Big A. They want to do the news, and then we could comment and shit on that.
Yeah. We
got Greg Giraldo. He's at Caroline's this weekend. Yeah, we got the wireless set up. Laszlo wants to do a little tech talk.
I picked up Fear, that game Fear.
Did you?
That's pretty good so far. I played the demo, and it scared the shit out of me. I'm sitting there playing a video game where I'm actually going, ah! Ah! There's scary, girls in it, like The Ring or The Shining. Anytime there's creepy little girls. There's that where you'll be walking through this hallway, first-person shooter type game, and the lights will go out, and you turn on your flashlight and turn around, and there's just this creepy thing right on the monitor at you going, bah! It just scares the piss out of you.
I've done that.
So that's my game pick of the week.
I've done that with Doom 3.
Doom 3 is pretty creepy,
have
too.
The surround sound on and just scare the
And that's
shit
a
out
lot
of
where you need to turn on your flashlight a lot to check shit out.
Laszlo, we're playing GTA for the PSP. I'm loving it, but I got one question.
Yeah?
Why the made-up music instead of the real music?
Rights, right?
They couldn't get the rights?
Expensive.
It
really?
is.
It's expensive, and also because
I love that feature about the last few GTAs.
Not that many people own a PSP, so it's going to cost a ton to license music. This is at least what.
Right. I mean, the music, it's still cool.
Put your iPod on in one ear.
Remember the first one had Last Night Doing Yayo?
Oh, yeah. That is the funniest fucking thing. And you watch Scarface and go, yeah, that's the song from GTA.
They sent everybody that did the Pamela Anderson roast, they sent PSPs to, and I never got mine. When's that?
They give great gifts for them, man. They really do. I was the first one to have an iPod, man. First motherfucker.
Yeah.
Didn't mean nothing to me, but it was like they give great gifts. Those little roast.
The Pamela Anderson roast was just hilarious.
That was brutal, yeah.
It was just hilarious.
Wow,
That was a
that
nice
the one with
bloodbath.
Courtney Love was just completely out of it.
Yeah, and they didn't even show. I mean, like the stuff that aired on TV. Was
Yeah,
like
I heard that
Tiny
most
Carter.
of it.
She was a mess the whole time.
Really?
You want to see? I think. Do you have it popped up there? You want to see what our friend Jimmy fucking Norton is doing out in Hollywood? This cocksucking.
As we're doing
mother-
the back here in New York,
We're
this
sitting
motherfucker
here. Here's a picture
is
of
becoming
him
a star in front of our eyes for HBO.
and Scarlett Johansson with their arms around each other, smiling.
Holy
How
Lord.
much does that just annoy the shit out of him?
Here, turn around,
That's
show
it.
Greg.
He doesn't deserve. Even if right after that was snapped, she walked away in disgust.
Wow.
It annoys me that he even got to that point.
What is she in? What
And
is
I'm
she
bothered
famous
that he
for?
doesn't even call us to tell us that this went down.
She was in The Island. She was
Yeah.
in,
She was in everything.
I want to
Lost in
smell. I want to
translation.
smell his
Yeah.
elbow.
yeah, right?
Yeah, you're at that point where you're finding out about your friends online instead of your friends.
Yeah,
calling
he didn't call. When did he call us? Yesterday?
I don't know. We're
We
working
talked
our
to him. Where
asses
is-
off, and this guy is in Hollywood skipping around meeting all the big
Hobnobbing.
wigs.
I would call
know-
that hobnobbing.
Don't you know Norton is an upwardly mobile little twerp? He will collect at anything that is bigger than the thing he was connected to
He's a tick.
earlier.
Yeah.
He's a tick. He gets on you. He engorges himself off your blood, and then jumps off and finds another thing to just sink his face into.
He's really one of those fish that swim at the bottom of other fish.
Yeah, the little
Remora?
fish that's
Yeah,
on the
stink.
bottom of the
Remora.
shark. The shark is there ripping apart something, doing all the work. Oh, God. And the little thing is like just latched to you going, oh, I'll take that tidbit that fell out of your jaws.
He's a hairless laughing hyena.
I can't wait to see the photoshops for that one. Laszlo, what do we got
Bald
going on
hyena.
today?
No, never took down an animal in his life. Just sits there and munches on that zebra thing the lions fucking took down.
I'll eat the hoof. Ain't no
And
problem with me.
Bitch, and now he's arms around Scarlett Johansson.
Let's get some Laszlo, and then we got to get the news guys in.
Yeah, you
we'll
guys were
get
talking
that
about the PSP. You know, TiVo's planning on allowing people to download shows from their TiVo to the video iPod or the PSP,
Yeah.
and now NBC is thinking about suing
Now, why?
because they want to sell shows. You
They
know,
wanna
that's the
sell
big
their
revenue
shows.
model now,
Right now, I know I can download The Tonight Show to my phone.
as well as Knight Rider. Why they made Knight Rider available for download?
Why would whose fucking thinking is behind this?
Tonight Show
That with all the
and
shows
Knight
that are
Rider.
available, Knight Rider is going to be with like, wow, I got to download an episode of Knight Rider.
There's Law and Order, Dragnet, Adam 12.
It's like some classic old shows.
But they want to sue. This technology is like the Wild Wild West.
Again, it's
It's
probably
all-
the cost of the rights.
It's all just being figured out in front of our eyes.
Well,
No-
TiVo figures, you know, you're paying for cable, and it's on your box at home. You should be able to take it with you, you know, on the train or the
I
plane
completely agree.
with you. And NBC's like, screw you. We want you to pay twice for the same content.
Yeah, you're paying for it.
especially the cable shows where you have to pay the extra for the cable to get the HBO and all that. You should be able to download all that shit to
Right
another
off
source.
of your TiVo.
And Sony's planning the download service, so you can download shows.
That's a new thing. They're ignoring the consumer. We're going to start paying for things 3-4 different times for the
Mhm.
same piece of music or TV show.
But here's what's crazy is the shows will expire in Sony's grand plan.
So you download it.
So it's like it's like paying for an MP3 off of iTunes, and then 3 weeks later it just stops working.
It's gone. You'd have to download it again if you
Right,
just
and
wanna...
pay again.
Wow, that is really a ripoff.
In the end, we'll
Any way
get
to
screwed
soak
again.
ya.
We'll get screwed again in the end. We had him with that Napster for a while, but now
Didn't we have him?
Oh, we
had him
had
against the ropes.
We had him.
Yeah, fuck buying that. I'm downloading the whole thing. I'm burning it for my friends.
That's right. We
Go
had
fuck
him.
yourself. You're never ever getting.
But now payback's gonna be a bitch.
Thanks,
You watch.
Lars. You little cunt.
Oh, they're locking shit
Fucking
down.
Lars.
So logistically, is it illegal to take when you buy a CD
Yes, I'll
from
just say yes.
Tower Records and you go, dude, here, burn that, and now you have it. Do you
Sure.
understand? That's illegal also to do that.
What, are you burning a copy and handing it to a
You're
friend?
burning a copy of a copy that you bought. From,
We got away
from-
with that
from the
for
store.
we got away with that for maybe 2 weeks, and then they figured that one out.
And remember,
But
you used
no
to be
one
able
can
to.
catch you to do that. I just burn it on my computer and then burn it and then give it to.
There's copy
Any
protection.
copy.
People are saying,
Right.
what's the difference between when you used to do it with cassettes?
Right.
Remember when
Right.
you used to have the double cassette
The double
dub
cassette.
tape?
That was technically illegal though.
Technically, it was
Technically.
legally. It was technically. It was not legal to do that.
Well,
No,
it's
I don't
under
think
fair
so.
use if it's just for you, if you're making a backup copy for yourself.
Yeah.
And that's one of the big stinks that people have with DVDs is you like sneeze at a DVD and the thing stops fucking working. So you should be able to make a backup of, especially parents. You know
You know
like
what
the
else
kid
is-
touches the DVD and it just
Yeah.
scratched.
You know what it is with the cassettes, though, also? You couldn't dub off one cassette and then shove it into your phone and have it go to 800 of your friends.
Right.
That seemed to be. I don't think they really cared if you were dubbing off a couple of cassettes and giving them to your buddies so they could play in their El Caminos.
But that's what seems weird about it, where they're like, well, yeah, this doesn't, it's the same law, except that now the technology's better. Like, yeah, well, that's how it works, sweetheart. But you can't screw us retroactively.
No, this is really affecting our money.
I know later. You're going to pay, you motherfucker.
You got to keep paying. Keep fucking paying us for the same shit.
Dude, they're talking now about mobile phones with printers inside.
Oh
I swear to God, in Korea.
So you can print out a picture?
So that
yeah,
you
look
can
at that.
take pictures and print them out on the spot. So it's like we've come right full around to the Polaroid.
It's a Polaroid phone.
Yeah. Great. Hey, we had Leo in.
God damn, that's
we had
funny.
Leo, that tech guy, in. He
Yeah,
went
what a
over-
voice on that guy.
He sounded like Bruce Kelly, but Leo was talking about this phone that you give your girlfriend, and it's bugged.
Oh, yeah.
We only talked about it for like 10 seconds.
It's like
You hear about this,
$800
Greg?
bucks, looks and works like a regular
Like, you
cell
go, here,
phone.
sweetie, here, I got you a cell phone for Christmas, but this
At any
thing
time,
does some
you can
nasty
then
shit.
dial up this secret number and hear everything that's going on. It's now a bug that she's wearing
the
on
phone
her.
never rings.
Phone doesn't ring, so wherever she is, you hear
You've
everything
heard about
she's
these
talking
Yes.
about.
The best are the GPS-enabled phones that you can, here, honey.
Oh, yeah,
And then you
can
just, you're at
track
work, you're like, God.
online where
That
she
sounds-
is.
Neiman Marcus again.
That sounds like great news.
It's called
from,
the
if you're-
insecure.
if you're-
I'm sorry.
If you're giving it to her, that sounds great, but it's a creepy technology to have out there. Who's more likely to get burned by that, her or one of us?
Yeah,
It's a pretty-
exactly.
They're really making it hard to fuck around out there, I'll tell you. Yeah,
Insecure 546 by Samsung, where you can't pussy ass. You're chasing your girl every 5 seconds. Leave that bitch alone. Invent that phone. Invent the leave me alone, bitch. I'm checking on my girl. She is popping somebody right now. That's how I feel about it. I'm not supposed to know. That's what cheating is.
Yeah.
Bunch of pussy ass. That's nerdy gadget shit. But Laszlo's like a hip dude. It's like you can't nerdy ugly motherfuckers invent shit like that.
Angry.
Cool people.
Right.
Yeah.
Angry nerds.
It's people that are angry that shit happened to them, and
But
they now want a solution.
The chick's not the one that's going to use it. They never figure out how to use any of this. Anything.
No, they're not the one that's gonna
You
buy
just give
it.
it to them and they carry it on. But somebody will. The guys are always the ones that end up getting caught. Nobody catches their girlfriend anymore. It's always the chick somehow figure. These girls can't. They can barely log onto the computer, but when they want to catch you, they somehow become fucking Bill Gates.
Really? But see,
Guys
you're
are
faithful,
reckless.
and he's in a love. Yeah, here's why I got a girlfriend now, because I had her pimp that she didn't have to be my girl. Like this whole, hey baby, it's nothing but a. Let me tell you something. It's nothing but a title, ho. So what happened is this bitch saw me shopping at the supermarket. And saw me put my goddamn code in at the supermarket, and she figured when she went to check my phone, it had a code. She put the same
Get
supermarket
the
code in, and the
fuck out.
bitch saw all the hey, I'll be there tomorrow night to squeeze your ass as soon as I get rid of this hoe. And so she's like, you motherfucker. And I go, look, we don't really go together, but now we do. So let's start all over. Now that's why I'm in a relationship now. Cause this
before
bitch was
this, but we crossed the line now, and you know my phone code, so now we got to be boyfriend and girlfriend.
No, it's that she caught me. So that
Yeah.
was her vindication. That was her.
You didn't unload on her for fucking.
No, I was actually
slipping
I was
your code.
I was mad at her for letting me know and for giving me because I tried to teach her.
Oh, you just figured she should have used that as just entertainment for
Like-
herself. Like, that Patrice. What a pisser.
Why'd you give me fuel, bitch?
Yeah.
I'll never admit it, but now you admit to being a sneaky bitch. But I'll
Yeah.
never admit to that. Oh, baby, it was pillow talk or whatever. I'll never admit to that. But you admitted to checking my fucking phone.
Man,
you
I never
idiot.
thought I'd hear Patrice use the term pillow talk.
Yeah.
Pillow talk. Just have a little pillow talk, huh?
It's just nothing but
First of all,
bullshit, bitch.
I love that whole relationship. Yeah. Well, she found out that I was fucking around, so she insisted that we become boyfriend girlfriend.
She was trying to leave me, and I said, look, how can you leave somebody that you really ain't with? So let's be together now.
There you go.
Jesus.
You are
Way to turn that
insane.
around.
Yeah.
I
He's
I
a master.
cannot cheat.
Guy's a master.
I am incapable of cheating because it stops being cheating within hours. I am so bad at it. Like I'll go from a girlfriend and then there's no hiding it. I'll bring her home. I'll bring her fucking home. My girlfriend knows when I'm cheating. I don't try to cover it up. It's like, that's it. It's over. So a girlfriend will know when I'm fucking cheating because it's over.
What are the signs?
It's just over. The signs?
Yeah.
The signs are, here's my new girlfriend.
So she's like,
Wait a minute. He's not even lying,
where were you, Anthony?
He's got some stories.
I was fucking another bitch.
Yeah. I have another guy. What was that receipt I saw for the thing? I bought my new girl something. I bought my new girl something. And get the fuck out.
That's based on reality, by the way.
I can't.
When Ant's ready to go, he's got some things
I'm incapable of cheating.
Hey, what else, Laszlo? I want to try to get these guys in. He's losing his fucking mind, man. Tourette's guy is like, I think he's really nervous because he's got some.
You notice a couple of the guys next to him are starting to twitch? Like they've been looking at him so long. I'm noticing them.
This may be scientific. Tourette's may be
contagious.
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 Dude, we thought he was losing it the other day. He's out of his mind
He's
today.
really going crazy. We got to bring him in.
You know, supposedly sex cools it down. Like I know a guy with Tourette's. He said like when they get sexually attracted, it kind of settles it down.
My old drummer
so
for a
watch out.
band I was in had Tourette's, and he when he would play drums, he was fine, and he said when he was having sex, he was fine. In between that, it was a lot of sniffling and stuff like that, and making.
Opie looked like you had it when they were playing that Howard clip. His face is all.
I thought that guy was supporting me, and then I realized it was Louis the Tourette's guy.
I thought he was like with anger, but no.
All right, why don't we get those guys in as Laszlo? You got something else?
Oh, on the GPS stuff, they're now testing cars that will tell how fast you're going based on the speed limit.
Yeah.
And not allow you to speed.
Like a governor will kick in on your car.
So as you're pushing the gas to go past 55, the car knows that it's in a 55 zone.
And it'll take a reading on GPS, know that if you got from point A to point B in a certain amount of time, how fast you're going, and not let you do that.
Maybe Easy Pass. Maybe that's another word for Easy Pass.
Let me tell you something. Unless I got a few kilos of coke in my trunk, I could give a shit that they know where I am with Easy Pass. Because when I'm flying by that cash line and I'm laughing my ass off at the people that are waiting fucking 20 minutes sitting there and zooming through Easy
They're
Pass.
going to start sending you tickets in the mail, man, for that.
That's what I think,
They can't do that.
They're already
Not with Easy Pass.
Well, not with Easy Pass.
I haven't
Don't
gotten
they do it on the Mass Pike or something? They time the distance between toll.
I haven't gotten
stations.
it.
I've heard those rumors.
Yes.
There's actually grants that the Department of Transportation has been giving several states to do mileage-based road user fees, where it's a GPS system on your car and you pay the tolls based on where you were at what time, so that they can try to get people to
pay for the actual roads you're using.
Correct.
So if you drive over a bridge a certain amount of times, you would pay more than some guy that drove over it once.
Well, and based on peak hours. But it's based on peak hours.
That is insanity.
No, but what it does is it sends your location constantly.
Yeah.
Patrice doesn't like any of that shit.
I hate it all, dude.
I don't want no one know where the fuck I am.
Exactly. nigga. I'm doing something sneaky as it is.
And I'm like, I feel safe.
I'm transporting crack. I don't need a nigga knowing what time I left out.
That's Patrice's side. My side is, I feel safe. Someone's watching me.
Someone knows where
You know
I am.
what? If there's a problem with somebody that doesn't want to be tracked, they'll know where I am.
White flag thing all the way.
Your GPS will go, why you going 85? Anthony, is there a nigga following you?
In a woman's voice as well.
Are you okay?
Yeah, that's OnStar.
Black people
That's
are
the
a
only reason you will be speeding.
This is OnStar. If there's a nigger following you, you can speed as fast as you would like.
That option on the new Cadillac.
With that, let's try to get to these guys. Louis, you all right today?
Oh, shit, man. What the fuck's going on?
Wow, this guy's taking a dump.
My train going to Penn Station got stuck under the tunnel for 45 minutes before they could get up to the track.
Wow. That's right. I'm surprised you didn't get shot by an air marshal. Jesus Christ.
Imagine being stuck in a train with him. Imagine being stuck in a train with him.
I was pissing everyone
off.
This one.
Wow. Fucking air marshal.
I love it. We should send him to the airport with a Koran and just watch him go through fucking
You know what?
I think he said bomb. Brum. Brum. No, he's saying bomb. Brum. I got him. Brum. I'm gonna blow the plane.
You know what? Before I forget, when I was on Tuesday, I went to my website and I got a bunch of I don't want to say fan mail, I don't want to sound stuck up, but I got a bunch of messages of support, which was really cool, and they were signing it BRRRING. Bring. And
That's his new catchphrase.
That's right. I was really inspired by you guys, so I wrote a song about Tourette's.
Oh boy.
And I had no, dude, it was so scary in that tunnel. I'm just so nervous still.
Wow.
Do you need some
How come
warm-up
they called
tonight, Greg?
Yeah, I need an opener. I love that he started it by saying, I don't want to sound stuck up, as if there was anything coming from you that could sound. I don't want to sound stuck up. I know this is going to sound conceited, but
what's your name?
Greg Giraldo. He's playing Caroline's tonight.
Oh, sweet. Awesome, man.
Yeah, come on,
And
come on down.
he's only going to do 10 minutes, and he's only going to talk for 1. Hey, folks, thank you, Evan Lewis.
How come Lou Gehrig got the name the disease after him, but they never called this the Shimp disease?
Oh, my God.
Hey, this song's really long, though, man.
Well, you can play part of it. I don't give a shit.
It's really long because... Wow. That is a bitch, man.
It's only 3 minutes, and you could play whatever you want.
That is a bitch.
Greg, he's got a touch of the Jerry Lewis.
Greg, we have to let you in on something. What day did he come in? What day did he come in?
What do you mean, like this week?
Was it last week?
Well, I first met you when I came in with Scotty Schwartz.
Oh, last Friday, right?
Yeah.
Have a case of Jerry Lewis.
He came in earlier this week, right? And we were betting to see how long he could stay silent before he made a noise.
Tuesday.
That was an amazing
He's been
segment.
misdiagnosed with Jerry Lewis. We actually found out he's got full-blown Charlie Callis.
I'm not Jerry's kids for nothing.
How come you're not yelling out? How come you're not yelling out racist?
You're infected with Frank Gorshin.
Oh my God!
Aren't you guys supposed to be yelling like racist shit and everything?
Well, it depends.
This will be a good time.
Yeah, right?
No. It's crazy, and I spilled coffee all over myself this morning too because I was doing that. And when I did it, it was on the train, and I started screaming, and people didn't know the difference between my real screaming and my Tourette's. And it was
stop.
I'm just so nervous.
he's nervous.
Wow,
I
you
hate
are.
being in small spaces and being in a train under the city for 45 minutes will kill you.
Wow.
Imagine being with you in a small space. We're gonna die.
Now I know how my therapist feels.
Want to hear the song?
They're turning the heat up because they think everyone's cold in the back of the train.
Yeah, let's hear it.
Fucking freezing back there, man.
Oh my God! There's springs popping out the back of the train.
Did we lose a spring? Boing, boing. Oh my God, the train's coming apart.
Oh my God! The springs are loose in here.
Oh, we're losing air brake pressure.
Oh my God, I hate myself.
Why?
All right, listen. Let's.
Can you picture everybody walking through the other car while he's on there boing and he's just everybody squished into the car next to him, pressed up there waiting for him to blow up?
I was the only person with a three-person seat, and I was the only one in it.
Sure. Why are the sounds funny?
I know.
I mean, why are the sounds funny? It seems like a bizarre. Like, God, that's a hell of a.
When I was little, I had a lot of different ones. Like I used to have more physical. Oh, go ahead.
No, I was stopping everyone so we can hear you.
Oh, play the song. Sure.
Well,
the one used to be more physical. Like I used to have this where I'm kicking my ass. And in school, they used to line you up in line to go to classroom. Well, they always had to put me in the back because for the longest time I was always kicking kids, and I didn't mean to do it. So they were more physical, but I started developing and that probably around 14, 15 years old. So that's when it happened.
Wow.
You're allowed to go and I can control it. Like people know me, and they hardly ever see it sometimes. But when I'm really nervous or anxious, like getting stuck in a fucking train, that does it to me. It really triggers it.
Yeah.
Because I've been acting for 12 years. I've only been doing comedy for a year.
Yeah.
And the same thing when I'm on set. Same thing when I'm doing
fly,
comedy.
Lewis?
It calms down.
You've been acting?
Do you fly? Yeah.
He's an actor. That's got to.
Well, yeah. I've only been doing stand-up comedy for about a year now, and it's the same thing when I'm on set. It's like I'm able to shelf it for a little bit.
Can you fly?
Control it.
Are you allowed to fly? You have to give them a note and say you have this and da-da-da.
Oh, you mean like
on
when
the
I'm
plane? They're
performing?
gonna fuck you up.
Oh, yeah.
On a plane,
The
you know.
only time I ever really been on the plane was when I was on the Tonight Show when they flew me there, and I did not have a problem with that. That's really my only experience on a plane, and it went fine.
Right. Yeah, he was on the Tonight Show.
By the airplane bathroom.
You went on the Tonight Show.
Wait a minute. Look at Big A. Big A's like, I'm the one with the speed problem.
Yeah. Big A's getting like, uh-oh.
Now Big A's gonna go.
You want to hear Big A real fast? Big A, come over here.
Yeah, he's on a plane going, bring, bring.
We told you to shut your cell phones off, people. Please, don't turn them on until we're at the terminal and the cabin door is open. People, no cell phone.
Imagine going through the customs as well.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know who would be more embarrassed to walk the street together, me or him.
I'm just picturing him. I'm picturing him on the Tonight Show, like him and Leno. That must have sounded like a fucking macaw kid.
Kevin Eubanks was messing with me.
Was he?
But, they were cool.
He's getting stoned help. I heard getting stoned help.
Look at Big A. Big A gonna kill him.
I just wrote a children's book, so for now the answer's no. But yeah, it does.
You're gonna get it now, motherfucker.
All right, Big A. What do you think?
Nothing much.
Yeah, have you spoken and made friends?
Yeah, we joined a club.
And he's not.
What kind of
you know
club?
what's funny? His Tourette's has good timing.
Yeah.
Because it's right when he wants to be funny with it, but he's not joking, so he's like not a fake one. Hey, because we're sitting there both going, ring.
Oh my God!
Yeah, this guy, he's got funny Tourette.
Yeah, funny Tourette.
Just the last election that just happened. You go into the booth, and I was having trouble looking at it, and I was making all these noises from the booth, and people were just like, "What the hell's going on?" And I don't do it on purpose at all, and it's like I wish I could just get rid of it, but I'm stuck with it.
This past election, I'm sure everybody would have wanted to vote for Bring instead of the fucking choices we had. So, where's Bring on my fucking?
Did you guys want to hear the song?
Yes.
Oh,
Why don't we play
he's so cognizant.
He is pushing this fucking.
Well, let's listen to the song. We'll see what it's all about.
Big A don't have.
What's this called?
It's called One Tick at a Time, and I go by Twitchels, by the way. That's my nickname, Twitchell. So it's called One Tick at a Time.
He's got a cute Tourette's name.
Yeah,
Twitchels.
But I wish I didn't have Tourette's. I'm not trying to exploit it for my comedy. My name is Twitchels.
All right, hold on.
Gavin said this is like the Star Wars bar.
Where's the music?
The reason why I go by Twitchell.
Tell him what he missed yesterday. Half a Hulk face.
Oh,
He missed half a Hulk face.
My half a Hulk face friend doesn't like you. I don't like you either.
Is that Chewbacca or is that Lewis? Both of y'all shut the fuck up. Bring!
I have the death sentence in 5-star systems. Bring!
The Bring system.
Bring!
He just Tourette's his headphones off.
Yeah, he Tourette's his headphones went flying.
Kill Han Solo.
We should give these two guys a show Saturday night for a one-shot deal, a couple hours.
Sure.
Obi-Wan Kenobi.
Guys, play the song. I want to hear what you think about it.
All right. Wow, my God, all day with this.
Cocky. Like a cocky motherfucker with the song.
Let's take a listen here, guys.
Hi, boys and girls. My name is Twitchels, and I have Tourette's syndrome. Now, many people ask me what it's like to have Tourette's. So basically, what I want you to do is stick a cork up your ass, jump up and down like a crazy man, and tell everybody to fuck off. And that's basically how it feels. People think I'm pretty crazy because I grunt and twitch. But what they don't truly realize is that my life's a bitch. I have this thing called Tourette's syndrome. It makes me cough, run, and scream. I wish I didn't have Tourette's syndrome. I'd rather have a wet dream. I slap myself, I scream at the cat. I only wish I could stop that. I bang my head and slap my knees, but I have to admit It's a fun disease. It's making life very hard to live. Making life very hard to live. I was having sex.
All right, that's fine. I think that gives a good.
It's
good,
kind of a cross
taste of
genre.
it.
You know? It had
It
a lot of
really
different
is.
styles.
It went from lounge to kind of almost a poppy thing.
It's too good. Is what it is.
Stadium.
And yeah, was he all
You see him
freaking?
snapping, getting into it?
Yeah.
And I'm hot shit.
How come some diseases it's fine to do that with, but you can't be like, I got a brain tumor. I got one. Sometimes I go blind.
Yeah, this is as far as diseases go, this is a good, funny one to have.
Yeah, it's a funny disease to have. You could write funny songs about it.
Yeah, and it's not life-threatening. So it's not like I'm going to get hit
It's not like prostate cancer. I got the prostate. You got a fun disease, my friend.
Well, thank you very much. I try to make it fun.
Spread in the news. It's swollen today.
All right, listen, we're running out of show. Greg Giraldo at Caroline's this weekend.
Thank you, guys.
These guys, you want to do a little news or what?
Sure, why not?
All right, they got scripts and everything.
Big A has been shortchanged this whole thing. Let
can
him
you Big
start.
A? Yeah, please, Big A.
Well, they got a script. Lou has one line, and then Big A has a nice big paragraph. So here we go with the news with Louis, the Tourette's comic, and Big A.
Good morning, everyone. I'm Louis Twitchell. I can't even do it. Good morning, everyone. I'm Louis Twitchell Santani.
He does not want to be Tourette.
Oh, they're stepping on Big A.
What's wrong? Sorry, Big A.
What's
Sorry.
the matter, Big A? Problem?
Yeah, it is me.
Oh,
I'm
look,
sorry.
he's yelling at
Oh, you're going to take that?
What's this world coming
I
to?
am going to take it. I am going to take it because now I was unfair to Big A, and I
On star.
I
apologize.
You better apologize.
You don't take that shit. I like that. You got balls. You got balls.
All right, let's start over, guys. It's Louis, the Tourette's comic, and Big A with the news today.
Good morning, everyone. I'm Louis Twitchell Santani.
And I'm Big A. Starting with our top story this morning, Southwest Airlines jet holding 103 people skidded off a runway of Chicago's Midway Airport before stopping in an intersection yesterday. The plane crashed into two vehicles, killing a 6-year-old boy and injuring 9 others. There is still no definitive of known cause for the crash, but it is understood that the nose gear collapsed at some point after the plane landed. Twitchell?
Oh, I have a line. Thank you, Andrew. A powerful snowstorm, which has taken already 13 lives across the Midwest, is now hitting the northeast. Accumulations are expected to range from 2 inches on the coast to 10 inches further inland. The snow has caused major traffic delays, so make sure you'll be plenty of time to get to work this morning. Back to you, Big A.
That's right, Twitchell. And it's...
We're never getting laid.
And it's...
They put so many ST words
Still
in this script.
hasn't
Listen, it's always ST words.
stopped
We did this on purpose. We wrote it with a lot of
snowing.
ST
The White
words.
House stated yesterday the 2 federal air marshals appeared to have acted properly when they shot and stopped the life of agitated passenger Rigoberto Alcazar, who claimed to have a bomb stored in his back pocket.
Stored. A bomb stored in his backpack. Man, how do you use the word stored? Just using a lot of ST words. Twitchell?
Oh, shit. The fate of Crips co-founder Stanley Tookie Williams was handed to Governor Arnold Schwarzenegger on Thursday. Los Angeles County prosecutors said he should be put to death for four shotgun murders in 1979. Andrew.
Thank you, Twitchell.
This is like the crack news.
Let it go, man. Go ahead, Big A.
Imagine if you know one of these people that died in the news stories, and this is how you hear it for the first time.
Greg Giraldo at Caroline's all weekend long. I'll be there tonight. Go ahead, Big A, your story.
Big Eye, man.
Come on, we have 3 pages left. Jesus.
Come on, man. Running, middle school teacher Deborah Favre had a plea deal rejected and will now have to stand trial for allegedly having sex with a 14-year-old student.
Oh, Jesus, mother of God.
The trial will start on April 10th.
Oh, he's done. A South Florida Scrooge has placed... oh, this is funny. A South Florida Scrooge has placed a bound and blindfolded Santa hanging from a tree on his property. Neighbors of Ron Ron have requested that police take down the twisted site, but the display is located on private property and does not violate any laws.
In international news, Iranian hardline head of state Mahmoud Upper Nagad has again started the controversy for his recent stance suggesting that the Jewish state of Israel should be removed to Europe and that the Holocaust might not have happened. The United States government has condemned the statement as, quote, appalling and reprehensible.
Oh, my God. Are we going to have to stop there? We're running out of show.
Yeah, we are quickly running
Why
out
didn't
of
we
show.
go to this at like 7 in the morning? I would have just watched
Go,
all day.
Jerry, go.
We got 40 seconds left. We got to get the plugs in. Patrice O'Neill, thanks so much. Patrice will be back next week, I believe. Greg Giraldo at Caroline's all weekend long. I'm going tonight. He's unbelievable, and he's very bitter, and his comedy's great. And it's Caroline's 212-757-4100. Laszlo.
My weekly show's posted online, lazlow.com, and on K-Rock on Sunday nights.
Right on Big A, whatever, and Twitchell.
You can check my website out at laughterbyLou.com. laughterbyLou.com. Pick up my children's book, Little Twitching Timmy.
Gavin will be somewhere laughing at Lewis.
Brother Joe is at the Santa Fe Club in College Park, Maryland tonight. The Santa Fe Club.
That's it. I'm out of here.